There we are. We're back again.
Rad.
You want to take the intro? Or you want me to do it?
How are you feeling?
I'm good either way, man.
I could take the intro, I guess is fine. I like talking to people. We are live. The stream is not live.
Well, no one said anything in chat yet, so if the stream is live and no one is there to watch, do we make a sound?
I love it. That's the perfect intro. I know, that's the best part. Anyways, welcome to Speedgaming Live 2023. We had a Super Metroid Randomizer tournament here. You know, we got all these lovely Super Metroid fans yelling and being super loud behind us in the back while we're trying to get this match started, but that's cool. Now, we have a wonderful match here today. ProfessorSchool versus AceZer0 in this Dash Randomizer. And I'm Kev Nastix. We have D-Web right here. Would you like to tell our viewers what we are going to witness today?
Alrighty, good morning. It's great to be here. Usually I come on and I say, welcome, speed gaming fans out there in speed gaming land. I feel like we're the ones in speed gaming land today, so, the viewers at home or at work or on the car. Hopefully you're not in the car driving, but, if you're listening to us, honk your horn. We've got Prof versus Ace. This is round 2 of our tournament. There were 14 entrants. 14, that's right. These two both. ProfessorSchool beat Exact Science. AceZer0 beat Mega Man 2 NES cartridge, who somehow ended up as a 12 seed because of some qualifier stuff. But yeah, both of them advanced 1-0. This will be a best of 3. And new-ish mode. The Dash devs, they've been working hard for several years. Started out with some pretty basic stuff. Did a little bit of changes to the vanilla map. Did some more stuff earlier this year, and now we've got area rando introduced. They've got full countdown for the item split, and a new kind of boss shuffle that if you've been watching for a little bit and the bosses have been shuffled, there are shuffled in this one, but they're all the term we're using is bosses shifted. Once we get to a boss area, we'll tell you. It's basically instead of how they work on the other side, where you kill Phantoon and that unlocks Wreck Ship. This one, whatever boss is in Wreck Ship, Ridley, Dragon, whatever, that will still unlock the ship. Same for Grade's Warehouse. Same for Plasma Beam and those doors in that area. So, a little bit different to change things up, maybe get some new strategies. Yeah, we are off versus Ace, and we've got, as you can see, the full countdown. That's one of the other differences. We got the majors, which we're used to. We also got to count for the E-Tank specifically. So 4-2 is a pretty good number. Well, good as
one of them is going to be Morph. So that's, basically three majors. But I think four is a really good start. And, perhaps there'd be a readily available E-Tank to make some of the early game a little bit better. One thing we're going to be paying a lot of attention to, you see that tracker in the middle that we have. We got Just for Zeus on tracking, by the way, which is super awesome. But we're not just going to track items. We're also tracking routes as well. So you can see each section of the game is laid out there in the map, and there's going to be some very prettily colored lines going from one entrance to another, so you can kind of figure out exactly, how to route it, what leads to where, and it's very similar to some of the tracking. Like, I do that manually when I play the game. I draw little maps like that, so it's a cool system.
Moonfall advantage here over Ace down the climb, but these are two pretty good runners. Prophet, I'd say his first tournament actually was last year here at SGL, so he's relatively new, but not new to Super Metroid itself, just the randomizer. So he's really good. Ace, he's been doing a lot of randomizers. I feel like in some ways there's like a little bit of a clash of like the background where they come from, how they approach things, but like I said, both of them pretty good. They've had some success on their own in some team events, so should be a very good matchup. I'm excited to see we've got more from one of every game. That's a pretty nice start. You maybe will like to take,
Yeah, right here, they'll both have to be kind of careful here. Getting past these hoppers, they do 80 damage apiece, so can only afford to take one hit. And if this is a bad transition, that's not looking good. Got a really nice mock ball there from ProfessorSchool. But I think the major difference is you're going to see, that's not the kind of transition you want there. So Prof's going to have to be careful coming back this way. Fortunately, got those iframes when you come back in. Nice dodge right there. those side hoppers. But I think the biggest difference you're going to see just kind of minor mechanical differences. Prof is a little bit more mechanically skilled at the game, whereas I think Ace's strength compared to Prof, skilled runner, absolutely movement-wise, but I think Ace's strength is going to be more about how he routes this thing, and Prof is going to have just a little bit better movement throughout.
Yeah, I'm trying to move the mic closer if that's going to help people hear me. They're saying they can't hear me so far. But yeah, I agree with that assessment. These two should hopefully have a good race. And yeah, Ace was, as we saw, taking it very carefully. He actually didn't have full health like Prof did. So both of our runners made it out alive, which is good. Those early deaths, especially when it was like a transition you can't go through and you're coming back up, that's some time you definitely don't want to waste. So runners are staying par. We got 2 reserve tanks, so the health in this criteria portion, it's pretty nice starting out. Sometimes we're used to playing major minor where the tanks just kind of come to you. In full, they can very much not come at a good pace that you might be wanting. So this should be pretty nice if you can get some health in those. As you can see, people that do the wall jump climb, which I'm pretty sure Prof also did. Usually you get full pretty quickly. You just don't get drops here. Those pirates are filling up, at least that first reserve a little bit. So we do have both runners coming over here to bomb Torizo. In full, I've seen people that don't like to do this. It's, the longer, the further we get into randomizer, the farther away everything that's relatively close is. This is these are some chuckles here. We have
I don't know how MST is doing back there. Watch how you handling those reserve? That's 2 reserve pickups already.
That's 3.
Oh, 3.
The old Mother Brain and yeah, the power bombs there in retro and now BT. We have a very, very early completion percentage for these reserve tanks, but we'll see if we can find anything else. We got to go to the ship, get some more power bombs before we can go somewhere else. We'll see if anyone maybe could elect to go right. I have not a play I see too often, but in full, it's 1 item to the right, 1 item to the left. It's just, that CWJ could get you if you want to check that portal.
Yeah, I think I'm doing exactly what these runners are doing. Saving and going left. You have those 2 portals. Well, I mean, I guess you got 2 portals you can check on each side, but again, not having to worry about a CWJ is kind of nice. You get this 230 check right here with those power bombs, and I don't know. That's exactly how I would play it. I think it's kind of risky to go to the right. I don't know. In full, you got 3 outstanding items. You can check and see what's at the back of Gauntlet here. So I think you get a little bit more item awareness going this direction than just heading straight to the right. You don't have to worry about that CWJ if you don't get a good item at moat.
Yeah, and the way this is
nice
going,
ball from Prof.
Yeah, the way this is going, with full and having the countdown, different numbers can mean a lot of different things in criteria. It's looking like, I feel like Billy Mays probably has at least one of those majors. And, the hard thing with full, and, you either check Billy Mays or you check the portal, you're probably not checking both. Most people go for the portal, and now it's like, we're probably don't ever want to go back down there because, it's front of Lower Norfair. We're going to try and find the back at some point. So something's down there isolated. That's what I'm thinking right now. Unless there's a three major gauntlet, that could also, that would be silly. I think we are. Yeah, we're going to check the back.
I mean, it certainly could happen. I don't know. I think if I saw 4 and 2 and I had power bombs, I think I would have checked Billy Mays and foregone the transition.
That's vanilla. We came in here with 4-2. We came in here with 4-2, and we got none of the 4-2. We just got 3 reserve tanks. In the morph ball, obviously. Oh, a nothing crate.
Yep, no more items there.
And yeah, Ace says, let's get this out of the way.
Let's get those reserves filled. Make good use of them.
Well, yeah, the ship already should have done that for me.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice Green Bryn find. We got 4 majors at Green Bryn.
That is a nice find for sure. We're gonna see what Prof can find, and we're gonna see if Ace ends up being able to do this, boss. See, I think he got the super missile. I feel like he saved it. I was gonna say, you did save it the ship, but super is a 230 as well, so they want this ammo, so we're keeping it right now. And finally, a second power bomb pack in full. That's real nice for Green Bryn because usually we're used to major minor. You don't really need that many in Green Bryn. Here in full, you're going to use, especially without bombs, you got to use 1 to get down a charge beam. You got to use 1 to open You know, the door to wave gate.
Now there's some strategic.
7?
Oh my God, that's amazing. 7 in Upper Norfair.
7.
Go back, Prof. Go back. You've got 3 reserves. So you were talking about power bombs. Prof did a strategic lay of the power bomb right there, so you could go and get charge beam, but also set up for spore spawn supers. So I think that's a good way to conserve your power bombs, but with having 10 here, that's really good. That's definitely without bombs what you want in this area of the game.
Yeah, I would. Did you see the boss?
No.
Anybody see the boss?
I saw a fast reset though.
Yeah, so it was Dragon
Oh,
or
it was Ridley.
It was Dragon or Ridley.
It was Ridley for
Yeah,
sure.
so
I just saw it on the restream.
Ace is gonna know that for a while. Prof is probably not getting back to that for a little bit, but the various suit looks very helpful in this seed because there are a lot of majors. I have Ace had a seed in
All runs with just reserves only are terrible. That's so terrible.
Yeah, Ace had a seed in League where it was like, it was something crazy where it was like they like start and there's like 5 or 6 in criteria, and then they find like East Meridia and it has like also 4, and then they find Upper Norfair and it has all of the rest of the majors. There were literally 3 areas with majors total. It's reminded me of this. Like, what am I? We have 6 majors left and we've seen 3 areas besides in Kraid.
That's pretty awesome, actually, if you think about it. So Upper Norfair is going to be a big play. I don't know that I've seen, I think 7 is the most I've ever seen on a full countdown. Oh, that Rio is trolling the heck out of Prof right there.
Nice morph, nice morph.
Yeah, very good. We got bombs, so, you know, bombs and 10 power bombs, you're looking pretty good with the explosives you need at the beginning of the game. So I think Prof's going to be happy to see those bombs, but we'd probably rather have a tank or a suit at this point, especially knowing where Upper Norfair is. And Ace making us if it. All right, we got wave gate.
Yeah, and I
hate this wave gate setup.
I was gonna say, you know, I thought it was interesting. Prof wasn't doing the Mission Impossible when he was over there, but then I was like, well, his health's kind of low. And then I was like, well, he's got 300 more health. It's sitting there and there, an E tank.
There you go.
Now your refill won't be nearly as arduous. I know a lot of things about Super Metroid. One thing I don't know is if you have that much reserve and only 99 max health, like, does the auto like take everything, or is it gonna stay after it fills the first 99?
I think it takes everything.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Honest. So you want to manually refill at that point.
So yeah, that's gonna be good.
That's why I said hell runs with just reserves only are just terrible. You got to do a lot of pausing.
Yeah, and Prop still not. He doesn't want to do that Mission Impossible. There's a lot of different philosophies here in Green Brand. With this many majors, I expect Ace very much to just clear out everything as he's going. Obviously, right now we are not going to be looking at the waterway check, no speed booster, but everything else. And yeah, even this, like with 3 majors outstanding, I'm just going down. Like obviously, it's very possible that all 3 majors are here, but if they're not, and you're going back to Edecoons. Slight inefficiency. There's space jump.
I don't know. It kind of depends. So, like, knowing how Prof plays a little bit. Prof learned how to play the game working with Zeb a lot, and Zeb always prioritizes, the statistics. There are just simply more items here than there are down at Edecoons. So you take that risk that you might find all 3 right there, and then check the portal. And if you don't find what you want, maybe you'll go back down. But ooh, look at that gravity suit pickup right there. That's not really going to help us in Upper Norfair, but. You see those Meridia transitions, but I got to imagine Meridia is not going to have much in the way of items, especially with what we've already seen. We had, 4 in Criteria, 4 in Green Bryn, so that's 8, 7 at, 7 majors at Upper Norfair?
Oh, that's why I said I had 6 left. I had marked these. Yeah, there's 2 majors left in the whole world. 2. And one of them's double jump, and that's useless. We just got space jump. Like, this is we already know where everything is. Like, just go into Upper Norfair right now, find Varia, and go. Like, it's over. So, yeah, we did get 2 of those. But, yeah, like I said, now we're coming back down. And Ace defies what I thought. Doesn't go to Mission Impossible. So, 0 for 1.
I'm going to laugh if that's where the Varia suit is, because Prof didn't go either, right? Yeah. So we don't know what's at Mission Impossible.
We do not. It's not the major.
No, Plasma's the major. So Plasma's a good pickup. More power bomb packs right here, which will help with Crystal Flash. We now have Crystal Flash ability, which might be used for Batsun access, but it also might be used to help mitigate the hell runs until we find Varia suit. I'm really kind of, well, Varia can't be up in criteria, so it's got to be an upper Norfair.
I mean, if it's not, it's yeah. I mean, between both Meridia areas and Wreckship and Croc, we got two things left. So it's, I mean, the odds are pretty crazy. Yeah, here's the advantage of what Prof did, because the last two majors that he found earlier were in the Brinstar Reserve. He does not have to do this powerbomb location. My theory usually is, this early, like, whatever ace he gets here, which, Prof isn't going to get, it's not going to be, like, the greatest thing ever, It could be the fourth reserve tank. I'm sure everyone would love that. But, like, this early, pretty much everything you pick up is going to help you in some way. Most of the time,
portal to be another upper Norfair portal.
It's, it's not impossible. I'm thinking Red Bryn, but nope, East Meridian. Oh,
and there's that other major.
There's one of them.
Varia suit, right? Come on.
There's one of them, and
Varia and East Meridian would be so awesome. Poor Prof. Prof is running away from his Varia suit right now. I'm calling it.
Yeah, it's really hard because I mean, like I said, like 7 major upper Norfair, it's just where you want to be, but you do have to run all the way back, and
that is really far to go for an item in East Meridia. You're about as far away from items as you can be.
Yeah.
With that entrance.
There's there was an option, maybe come down there, you could do a snail clip, maybe check a couple sand pits and then just kind of leave. I don't think you really want to be looking at the boss this early, although, Ace, knowing that Ridley is in Kraid's lair, we know that boss is beatable no matter what, but you got to get there, and that's the tricky part. So, yeah. Prof says 7 majors, sign me up. I got 1 and +3. Not the greatest, hell run anyone's ever done, but you'll manage.
Well, the entrance we know the entrance to Upper Norfair that he can go to right here is not that dangerous, because you can just go to the right, maybe do one quick refill. There's the energy tank refill there. You go right up into Bubble Mountain. I mean, it's not bad. Like, just reserves alone would be kind of crappy, but with this one tank, although, well, Prof doesn't have a lot in this tank, but he's good. He's good, no problem.
And yeah, the reserves are definitely full from the ship refill, but yeah, interesting. I think, and this may actually, if he's doing what I think he is, which is checking the Kraid boss.
That's what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah, works on a lot of better for Ace, and
yeah,
Ridley fights.
Put him right about even, I think, at that point.
Yeah, Ridley fights. People have gotten better and better. I don't think we're doing 1-3. I really don't.
No, you wouldn't even be doing 4-1 right here. Maybe 5-1 with 30 supers, but
yeah. So, Prof not gonna be too happy about this.
Ace is going.
Yeah, and I think in a world where I didn't peek into 7 major upper Norfair, I think I'd be doing what Ace is doing. But yeah, it's so tempting because
so the transition that Ace has from here is really far away. And he's only got 1 item choice, so he really is working hard to avoid any kind of hell runs right now. I don't necessarily. I think, actually, I don't think this is a really good play with 7 majors in Upper Norfair with the transition we know in Upper Norfair. Now, if it was like a worse transition, even Chronic Boost wouldn't be a bad transition. The only transition that would have been really terrible would be the single chamber one.
Oh, I would have thought I think single chamber would be better than Chronic Boost. You're
really
closer, yeah.
Yeah, but Chronic Boost. Well, yeah, no, I think you're right. Chronic Boost probably would be the worst because you got a ways to go before you can get to the bugs to refill. So yeah, that'd probably be the worst one.
So yeah, both of our runners they're gonna be apart. I'm wondering.
Well, Ace.
I wonder where Prof's
going to go down the toilet here. I mean, you have to, or the choo-choo, because really, he's got sand pits he can check, so we've got 2 sand pits. No shack tool access, not that anybody wants to go there anyways.
Yeah, and snail clip for 2 more in Aqueduct, so
you can't, oh yeah, you can, yeah, that's right. Ace is probably, I would imagine Ace is really good at the snail clip.
Yeah, SMZ3 veteran, he's definitely done that a time or two. It's, it's a little bit more precise without high jump, but totally doable.
Do you think Prof will check front of Gauntlet with all these power bombs? He's got space jump, you got all these power bombs. I would definitely expect criteria PB check.
With the back being double missile? I mean...
But the front, you have 3 majors right here. So you have 1 at Moat, you have 1 in power bombs, but then there's also Old Mother Brain, there's Climb Supers, there's Billy Mays.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yeah, I think you just go here. You're pretty much abandoning Billy Mays. I don't think there's any reason to go back. What major would you need there? Maybe Speed?
Ooh,
Ice.
that's too high. We're gonna try on the left side now for Ace. That,
Yeah, I am really bad at the snail clip. So that's definitely a little too
just a
low.
little. No, I think just a
I
bit
think
too
that's
high.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
got it. And an E-Tank. That's nice. If he gets spit out an upper over here, he's gonna be like, you know what? Let's go. But oh well, one of the E-Tanks finally. Super for Ace. Um, we're gonna see what our runners want to do. Props looked like he was waffling a little bit. I mean, like I said, it's full, so you're most often you're gonna end up with the ammo to beat the game. Is that Ace is definitely checking this transition. He does have a save if he ends up wanting to go back, but I think he may end up just kind of going back here. Ooh, wreck ship, and there's our last major.
Now it is worth pointing out, Ace does have Batoon access, although it's not like great. You could do a crystal flash clip, but I think it'd be best right now to just kind of go to wreck ship, see what boss is there. But I don't know. I 7 majors. I would have just gone straight to upper Norfair.
Yeah, and
But knowledge is good. I mean,
this
we're
boss
gonna
is
find out what
killable.
boss is there. This boss is killable because it's not Ridley, so we can take this boss out right here. It's really out of the way, but it might not be a bad idea to find out what portal this is since Ace is already here. You know, it could be another Upper Norfair portal.
Yeah, I mean we got to get in the two hubs, Red Tower and West Meridian. We haven't seen either of those. We're gonna get there somehow, some way, right?
Yeah, and looking a lot better with energy too for hell runs for both of our runners. 2+3, but actually 3+3 now for Ace. That's pretty comfy.
Yeah, and
Even for this loadout for sure, especially with space jump.
yeah, and there's still a few scary options portal wise for Ace. Well, I feel like Tourian, like the other side of here, we gotta check the portal. If it was Tourian, it's like kind of bad, but it's also kind of not because you've actually already seen every single boss area now. So if Tourian's better, obviously you got to do a pretty decent sized backtrack. But then you just kind of know where everything is, and you're gonna go to Upper Norfolk, find everything, and then beat the game. You wouldn't have to find Red Brent Star or West Meridian in that case, as Prof finds the other E-Tank. Shout outs to the top of criteria. I mean, I think he's gonna hope that the right side of criteria is taken to Upper Norfair, but I would be very tempted to just go back where I know it is.
How funny would it be if Billy Mays had speed and ice?
Yeah, we're in that point where, yeah, I mean, there's so few places where the stuff is, and
It's probably nothing useful, Probably X-ray and spacer.
those two items especially, we found East Meridia. Ace has gone through it a little bit. Prof said no, but yeah, and we also know, and this is it's kind of iffy for Prof a little bit, right? Because we know how we saw East Meridian, that leads to wreck ship, and depending on where this back goes, it could be a little bit before Prof gets back here. So routing efficiency may work out here. 0-1 Croc, say goodbye.
You kind of want to see that, so you don't have to go through that whole
Yeah.
Croc area. It's nice to be able to skip the whole area. So, and much better to go through that transition now with space jump. No worries getting across the mode. Screw attack is a really good find right there. I always like having screw attack, just pretty much no matter what. Just makes you a little bit more relaxed.
And we have found West Meridia here.
I would do some portal checking.
Yeah, especially with no majors here, just 2 E-Tanks. And 3+3, obviously the reserves are not what you prefer, but that's 6 tanks for Upper Norfair. We're gonna find it again eventually, and we're gonna say hello to the rest of our items. As Ace had a Phantoon fight. It's happened. I think it happened in the first match of the restream yesterday, where it's like bosses are shifted. You don't need Phantoon to open this boss area, and then you give another Phantoon and you don't get to show it off. But yeah, like I said, we're back in Upper Norfair. This is where we want to be. We're gonna find everything.
Prof was probably hoping, anyways, that he would end up finding. Hoping that he would end up finding another an easier transition to Bubble Mountain and get these item checks right here. So I like this save. You have these items, lock it in. You're in Upper Norfair. Pretty much more than half of the items are going to be majors. So take this save and just start going for item collection.
Yeah, I was interested. He could have opted to,
Oh, I
check
hope
wave when he
Varya's
was
not
right
here. That would be
there.
too easy. I know. Well, he was. I think he was looking at his energy. He was trying to farm up some extra power bombs.
Speed.
Make sure he had Crystal Flash. So that's really good right there. Batoon access. So basically a suit and ammo from Go mode here.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like we said, the reserve they've been full for a while. He also with some power bomb farms from basically those guaranteed enemies there, could have crystal flash if things went haywire. But you had gravity and space jump, so the ability to go haywire was lessened than could be. So yeah, Ace is taking a save, I think.
Oh, Prof Spazered himself.
Well, luckily thanks to some dash quality of life, it's actually not going to activate.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, they
I
changed
didn't
that a
know
little bit earlier when recall came out, and they kept it in this. So yeah, Phaser will not turn itself on if you have plasma already. Obviously,
That's decidedly less fun. But okay.
yeah. Typically, you can intentionally pick up Phaser if you already have plasma. If some suitless is in your future, but that's not going to be the case here. So just basically, that's a fanfare loss. But Prof he didn't seem too deterred, and he got an E tank. So far, up and Norfair going good. We found speed. We're not gonna have to farm too much. He's gonna do a little
Maybe
bit
he'll
of
do
token.
the most of it now. I don't know. I'm with you. Probably should just go farm later. He got speed.
And he's gotten
Forgot he had speed.
he's gotten so much ammo. He was actually losing health on that farm. That's pretty uncommon. But yeah, 2 more items here, and yeah, going back to A side. He took that save scum. Sometimes people save scum the wreck ship E tank.
Oh my God.
There's speed and ice. You were talking about it, but as we find Red Tower finally. But yeah, this portal, if it wasn't good, he could have come back to that save as well. So a little bit of a dual purpose save. More majors. That's all that's here. So we're expecting that.
I'm just hoping Varya is in a super trolly spot. Otherwise, this seat is just far too linear.
Well, as linear as these two have still found a way to diverge pretty good.
That's true.
As we find a rare self portal that was about as good as you could have hoped for. You just kind of skipped Harmless Hellway, which is a room I hate now that I'm started playing. That room's terrible.
Which one?
Harmless Hellway, the one where if you don't deboost around it, you're gonna take 12 more hits. It's not a fun room, trust me. But yeah, we're in Red Tower. Ace says, "I've got 4 E tanks and 3 reserves. I'm not checking anything here. Let me get back to Norfair again. That's the prize here." And Props found single chamber, which was a good portal because we've already found 4 of the majors. 2 of them were speed and ice. So
Chronic boost.
yep, we're back there again. Like I said, with all boss areas known, I literally think I would just be going there. You want to find the back of Lower Norfair, but you don't have to.
Right. Yeah.
It will be quite the detour. As there's another West Meridia. There at the top. And then, yeah, we're going to check this. And then, yeah, if we're not going back into Upper Norfair, you can just, get out the hook and yank me off a commentary because clearly I don't know anything. And there's back Lower Norfair.
So all 3 majors are on the west side of Upper Norfair, the 3 remaining majors right there. So Prof's got speed booster, can go through Frog Speedway, no problem. Nice and fast. And obviously high density location, I would go to high jump boots right away.
Yeah, this is the one thing that's a little awkward when you're coming from this side. So, there's 2, there's the Bubble Mountain, which is kind of the east side, then there's the west side with high jump and ice area. And then there's kind of 2 in the middle. If you're on the left side, you can check that Croc, exit item real easily. And then, there's the infamous Cathedral Missile, which hopefully, isn't going to be what's going on here. The way the dash works, it's definitely a little bit less likely. Oh, yeah, even a bonus one here.
About that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good fine wave beam. Add a little bit of extra firepower, but come on, everything but Varya in Upper Norfair. We'll get charge beam. Come on, Prof. You want to check Cathedral?
So yeah, it's interesting here. So obviously, the way the routing works, I feel like because Ace kind of went through East Meridia already, that's a little bit worse. But if he doesn't ever really go back to Criteria, that probably saves a lot of that time versus what Prof did. Because, he found his Z-Tanks along the way while he was, getting more map information where Prof kind of, he got a little bit of Criteria. But Ace has been a little bit, more around the world.
Kind of hope Ace gets, and I think he will with his reserves, gets this E-Tank before he bothers Crystal Flashing.
Yeah, if he lets the
Saves
reserves
the game.
autofill. That's not going to be good, but he can. Oh, that is
Yeah,
very clutch.
very. You can see the smart. He's like, yes, that was lit.
Tactical. It was, all according to plan.
Yeah.
And yeah, Prof, he is exploring these transitions. I'm a little shocked, frankly. But
Yeah, I think I would have just continued through up to Norfair and got the other 3 majors because you're assuming one of them has to be Varia.
I mean, he can still go back, and obviously, there's 2 other transitions here, so like he doesn't necessarily have to be leaving. But I don't know. I'm not sure I would have even been looking. I would have been like, you know what? I'm getting Varia here. Like I would just tell the seed that that's what's going to happen, and go acquire it, and then I would leave after that.
I mean, I agree with you, but at the same rate, like I'm sitting here doing comps and not playing, so.
Yeah, both of us we lost gloriously. I should note that I talk a lot and I play a little. But yeah, and Prof is he's now exploring West Meridia, which like I said, he hasn't spotted the wreck ship yet because that's the portal he didn't go to here in Upper Norfair. So or no, well, because you have to go through Red Tower to end up.
But he also
That's
knows
how.
where Lower Norfair is, so I don't know. I would be really tempted to go and see what those other 3 majors are in Upper Norfair, knowing where the Lower Norfair is. But here's the other thing.
Look at that.
Active lower. Oh, he's right
All
back.
according to plan. All according to plan.
And there's Tourian. All right, so we know where Prof
that was
knows
actually-
how to beat the game right now. Just needs the stuff to do it.
And he didn't have to reverse Cathedral, or obviously he had speed,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
this
Oh,
it
there's
worked
2
out
left,
well.
2 majors left. Okay, that's right. So he picked up Wave Beam.
So he's go to high jump first because number one, you'd have to use popular reserves to go to Ice Beam. But also like you've been saying, three items there. I mean, almost certainly one of the last 2 majors is there, but it doesn't have to be. And there's Croc Escape. It's nothing. We're happy about that. So I mean, like our runners are, they're both in Norfair. The map information is, slightly different. Prof, like I said, still looking for that wreck ship, and that honestly, I mean, I don't think it's hard enough to find for that to matter a ton because it's just in wreck ship, and there's X-rays. So your wish,
Don't be Varia.
It's getting close. We only got one left. That's where Varia was in my seed yesterday. right there at high jump.
All right, so now we're on basically Charge Beam hunt. I'm thinking Charge Beam is going to be that major that's left in East Meridia. So I'm fine being wrong again.
Yeah, we'll see. And Prof even says, you know what? If I end up finding Charge Beam, that X-ray is going to help me. So, it's right there. I'm going to take it. So, yeah, we're not going to Ice Beam. Prof's got to decide where he's going right now, though, because, I think you just kind of – I think you're going back to Red Tower to, hit up that Lower Norfair, and then you're going to back-to-back it. Yeah, again, we just got to see.
Knowing where Tourian is, it's kind of worth going through Lower Norfair because you don't have to. You know where Crate is, you know where Tourian is, so back at Lower Norfair, you don't need to worry about it. Yeah, we just go there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me.
Yeah, and we'll see if Ace ends up doing this, doing a similar thing that Prof did, but from a little bit different place because of this West Meridia thing. He could also find himself back on that left side of Upper Norfair fairly quickly. Because I don't really know how much value doing that other criteria portal is when you could do these other 2 back in West Meridia, and you don't need to do anything here. But I mean, not knowing how you're gonna get back to Upper Norfair, it makes a little bit of sense. We'll see. And I forget where this led. Mo goes to Croc, so he is gonna get that screw attack. You're not gonna be upset about that for sure. But yeah, it's how quickly does Ace get to that Varia, which I don't think it can be too long. But then whose map path is gonna work out better? As Prof doesn't do Lower Norfair right there when he was right there. That's interesting to me.
Well, also, let's see, Prof has not seen. Prof has seen where East Meridia is.
He's seen one side,
He's
and
seen one side of it. Ace already has Phantoon down from East Meridia.
From wreck ship.
From wreck ship.
Yeah, with no high speed, he didn't Crystal Flash because he didn't want to go through. So I guess Ace is just ship saving. Yeah, get your health back. That makes sense.
I would still say Prof is ahead a little bit.
Yeah, and I get
even with Ace having the boss down.
I think the way it works out, because you're coming back this way anyway, it doesn't necessarily matter that you're not doing Lower Norfair now. I just think for me, it's a little bit of time to think because you just kind of know what you're doing, right? Like you don't care what the boss is. You maybe, I mean, I don't know. The whole charge thing is a little bit scary, especially because like he didn't know that. Well, he knew he should know there's one major outstanding that he didn't know, and being in wreck ship, like if that's the charge beam, like you just kind of want to get ammo, right? And which areas at this point of the game are good to look for in ammo? Because usually it's like Green Bryn, that's got a lot of items. We went through there, we've got a good amount of ammo, and then Upper Norfair is one of the other item dense ones, but those were all majors, so. The ammo is, for where we are on the sea, like Prof, that's all he needs is ammo. The good places to look for it, they're kind of behind us. So these are the hard decisions. And I was thinking about this.
It's worth looking for charge beam now because with only 2 majors left, one of them is charge beam. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah, and this was another reason to come back into criteria. And I was thinking about Prof's, in-game route. He's gonna have to come back here, obviously. But yeah, Ace popping back into criteria. You check a portal, you get the ship save, and then you can get this out of the way. So that was heads up too. You see that crate early, and sometimes it gets a little bit further out of your mind than maybe it needs to. But yeah, you're gonna see
Ace is going for it. He's a very experienced RBO runner. He's got a really good time. So this is definitely a fight with 3 reserves. Ace should really not have a hard time pulling off, but Ridley being a little bit of a troll, having trouble with those morphs right there. 3 full reserves though, really.
Oh, but that's a second hit, and I'm pretty sure this works the same as the.
That is trolling him.
I'm pretty sure this works the same as how most of the dash works, where instead of being 100% enemies and none for environmental, it's 50-50 for one suit. So not getting the damage reduction you're maybe used to, and yeah, no high jump and speed. I know Ace hates that kind of Ridley fight. So
yeah,
I think this one's curtains in because of he was trying to Crystal Flash. I just want to say that for the record. Would have been crazy if it worked out.
Not too much else you can do under those circumstances. I wonder if he's having some D-pad trouble there because he was having some trouble with those morphing and rolling under the tail there again. Like Ace is a really good RBO runner, although I think Ace mains the 2 X Factor, at least 1 X Factor for sure. But even still, 30 supers with 5 and 3. I think maybe you can just deceptively just take it a little easy because it seems like a much easier fight.
Yeah. Basically, the way it really works, supers, because they do double damage, they're just so much faster than every other fight. As Prof is getting some really dumb slows and some bad flames, he's looking at a 3-round. But yeah, definitely most runners that aren't me in this tournament are gonna look at this really fight and be like, yeah, I can do this. It's no problem. We don't really need the barrier for this. But
I mean, he's going after it again.
Yeah.
I know Ace can do this fight for sure.
For sure. As Prof gets the Phantoon kill, so boss kills are equal. This one's running pretty quickly so far. Hopefully, I mean, as close as I think it probably still was at that point, that really death, especially with a ship save and not the crate area save, that was some time lost that Ace is gonna have to fight back pretty hard.
Turn speed booster off this time will make some of those jumps a little bit easier. Not having high jump does complicate the Ridley fight quite a bit.
Yeah, Ace does this in an interesting way. So you do that, you crouch and angle up for that shot. He goes all the way to the right at the start when he's trying to get this pogo. I like to stay in the middle. You can get 3 extra shots in there. So interesting looking at now that I have to do this, it's looking at how other people do it. It's interesting, the little differences in strats. But I think Ridley probably has 2, maybe 3 more supers, but he should be close to dead.
Yeah, I think when you're used to that was nice.
Shout outs to Ridley Tail. It's a great thing. Everyone loves it. Well programmed, all those things.
When you run a lot of RBO, like I know Ace has, that's pretty much a scripted fight. So it can be kind of tough sometimes to go off script when you're used to it. But pretty good. Maneb survived the fight, no problem.
Yeah. So a little bit less required for Ace now. Obviously, because of how easily accessible it is, it's still definitely good to get. We're gonna see, and yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Because like I said, Prof is gonna be able to run through this wreck ship to East Meridian Loop and not have to skip the boss like Ace did. So we're gonna have to see how this works out. And obviously, also because Tourian's over there and you kind of have to find that right now, it's just that much more likely that Ace just kind of runs into Varia. He's gotta get there. but I'm interested to see where he goes. And yeah, Prof, he doesn't have to snail clip, so this is also going to be a bit quicker. See if he can skip that E-tank. He can. I knew he was going to.
So when Samus crouches like that, when you jump, you're basically shrinking Samus's hitbox and enabled Prof to get over that item without touching it.
Yep. He's gonna head towards Batoon and towards the boss, which it's Crater Vanilla? Or no, hold on. Yeah, Crater Vanilla, because we had Ridley at Crate, so we had a boss moved. So yeah, full refill again for Ace. And we're gonna see a Batoon fight, starting with some missiles. I don't know if he got all 3 that he wanted, or he not even going for well, he shot 6, I think, if they were full.
Batoon's notoriously gorgeous hitbox, we all love.
Yeah. One of those things where, you know, if you're like me and you have to allocate practice time and this is the one you forget about, like, this fight is not fun. It's not easy. Like, you can kind of know what you're doing, and, like, the hitbox will just be like, nope, you did not hit me. Your eyes, they're not real. So Ace isn't doing the rest of the West Meridian exploration. Like I said, he doesn't, well, he needs to find Tourian, so that's a reason to do it, but he's going to be fine. Shoutouts to that Metroid in particular.
Oh, this game.
As Ace is showing, you know, even more of the beauty of speed, high jump to speed movement. Yeah, so I'm assuming he's going to take Speedway back. It just feels a whole lot better than, you know, going through Cathedral.
Prof chastising himself for picking up the spring ball. Why did I do that? Well, because it's spring ball. It's hard to say no.
It's got that call. It's like, you know, it's a sweet whisper in the night. Pick me up. So we got Crate here. Did find the major, so, you know, again, like, Prof is really close. He's got 40-50 ammo, but
I wonder how good Ace would be. Do you think Ace would be feeling good right now picking up Varia, or do you think he'll be like, I bet Prof already has this?
I mean, I think he'll. I mean, it'll make him
it up like 5 minutes after Prof did.
I mean, it's gonna make him a little bit more upset about the Ridley death, because, you know, you could have just come here first. But it's really not the, like, routing wise, it wasn't like when he picked this up. Routing wise, really wasn't that bad. It's just, I mean, yeah, the big thing I will be worried about, and maybe, you know, I'm using the fact that I know how things go on the restream or whatever. It's just, you know, I ran through East Meridia and didn't do the boss, and now I have to go back there, and that's maybe a little bit more out of the way than I would like. But I don't. Having a good sense of how the map traversal works in totality at the end, because, you know, Prof is going to do this, and then probably what he's going to have to do is go back into Green Bryn and end up in Crate, because, again, he's got to get that Crate layer before he gets, you know, to finish the game. So, and Ace is checking this. He's with you. He wants Charge Beam, and he also wants to Spark here. But if he's leaving Croc exit, which he maybe doesn't know. No, he does know that. That's Green Bryn Star. Where does he
We know that. I don't know if he knows.
No, that, yeah, you popped up. No, we popped up here right at the beginning, because it's middle of Green Bryn.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right back to East Meridia. Of course, it makes sense.
Oh, geez, but he's going to have to. He's going to go to East Meridia, but he's going to have to go all the way through East Meridia.
Yeah.
Because the front of the East Meridia is wrecked ship.
Yeah.
That's kind of far for Ace to go from where he is, so this is probably the best way to go.
Yeah, so we're going to see an interesting little high five here. It's going to be, like, pretty much right at the portal transition, I think, because they're both going to be on an elevator really soon. And then, yeah, Prof is going to. I'm assuming Prof is going to Criteria, and then I think Ace's best pass is to come back through here, because he did spot that lower Norfair there in Red Tower. Getting to Red Tower is a little bit more awkward than it normally is from these exact positions. So yeah, here's the transition high five. Two ships passing in the night. So yeah, I don't know whose path to the end works better, because the map is a little bit more complicated than it sometimes is. Especially
there's too many lines on the page.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, you know, like, we need Tourian and Wreck Ship, or not Wreck Ship, Lower Norfair, right? And one of them is in Upper Norfair and one of them in Red Tower. Those are the places with the most transitions. And somehow that's awkward. Like, how did we end up here? See our runners. They're in go mode, boss mode. Well, not quite because they both still need a little bit more ammo. Ace is 30-55. You don't want to fall there, but it's not the worst thing you could do because, well, I mean, I guess it's like more transitions that you don't need, but you're going left anyway. So
I do like how an area the sand pits kind of loop around. That's not where he went, but that's what I was thinking of.
yeah, and even he didn't super that door again. As you can see, Prof, he's moving and grooving right now, feeling good about it. That was a nice little mock ball there, and yeah. So
I mean, I'd be feeling really good now if I was Prof. You know, Prof hasn't taken a death. Everything's been kind of going pretty well. Hasn't really hit any snags right now. Let's see, Prof. Well, doesn't know this is Ridley, but either has Ridley.
Yeah, he
or
does.
Drake. Does he know this is Ridley?
he came back here after Green Bryn.
Oh, and he checked the boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that inefficiency hasn't ruined him, especially because, like, you know, that death for Ace, that definitely gave Prof some time. But it seems like the loop through, which I thought might have worked a little bit well for Ace, has actually ended up at the back end working out well for Prof. Because I forgot just how close, you know, coming out of here was going to be to getting back to Kraid. So yeah, looking like a Prof lead from my perspective. Now that it's materialized a little bit more, and yeah, especially that I mean, it cost at least 3 minutes to Ridley death. That's definitely a part of this for sure. Yeah, the beauty of no high jump Ridley. Yeah. Ooh, and
Nice minute.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't the like super fast thing, but he did keep the pogo. That was what you wanted.
So a pretty solid Ridley fight right there. It's Prof looking really good.
Prof was he was one of the people who didn't run the quals when we did. He had the async. He was in the mountains, you know, discovering himself. So he did really well in the quals, and we didn't know for a while. But yeah, I mean, getting the 4 seed, I think he got third in the first qual, and then I don't know what place he ended up getting in the second one. But he's been running good, you know. Like I said, about a year in the randomizer, you know, keep getting better.
I mean, Prof is a student of this game, and he learned from Zeb, and Zeb is one of the greatest all time, so not a bad teacher to have for this game. Oh, Ace. Got totally screwed by Kraid's arm right there.
Kraid's been telling people to talk to the hand for a number of years.
I think what we have in our race yesterday, I think we had 3, in the best of 3, we had 3 or 4 Kraid stand-ups.
So, you know, some people make it look easy, and some people, they, you know, from time to time, just gotta, you know, say hello for a little bit longer. You know, stay a while. Ooh. Ace did not want the E-tank. He wants ammo, or maybe charge, but unfortunately for him, that's not what's here. He didn't even check Precious first, and we'll see if he. Oh, he doesn't. Interesting that you would look at Varia but not Precious. Oh, he did. That's why. He already said no. Must have been looking at Prof. Yeah, both of our runners have 3 bosses down. Both of them still need a little bit of ammo. We've got one more super. I mean, they have the same effective ammo. It's 30-55 versus 45-50. So 2 more supers is what you would want.
I'm trying to think of like where exactly they would be able to go for ammo, needing it. I think it's either charge or high jump for this East Meridia item.
No, East Meridia was Spring Ball.
Oh, was it Spring Ball? So then, what is it? Wreck Ship has the other item?
Yeah, there's Wreck Ship, and there's still one in Criteria. Or there's still 2 in Criteria. Yeah, because we don't have double jump yet. That's the 3rd one we don't have. Yeah, so that's what's outstanding. It's high jump, charge beam, and double jump.
I feel bad for Ace having to go back to this transition. This is the 3rd time going through Forgotten Highway in this seed for Ace already.
Yeah, and here, like I said,
maybe 4th time.
With how well this loop through for East Meridia and Wreck Ship worked out, Prof here, first in the lower Norfair by, I'm gonna say at least a minute or 2, probably 2 minutes, maybe more. What was it? About 47-15ish, if I remember that time when Ace steps in here. We'll see. But yeah,
So Ace has to leave here. He's going to go to Green Brinstar and then have to go to, what, Upper Norfair and then, or where's the, no, go back to Criteria. No.
you could do Upper Norfair to Red Tower, or you could do
Upper Norfair to Red Tower would probably be faster to Lower Norfair. Trying to go through Criteria because you'd have to go through, that's a long track.
Yeah, like I said, despite how generally nice the areas that Tourian and Lower Norfair are in, it's a little bit awkward in this heat, especially from East Meridia. Like, you know, because of how it worked out for Prof being able to, you know, couple this in with the Kraid kill the Kraid's area kill he needed to do. Ace has already done that, so he's just running.
Excuse me.
And yeah, we're seeing Prof has gotten up to 55 missiles. So yeah, that's
there you go. So now we're at go mode for Prof, like crap go mode, but
I think you're definitely
55 bare minimum.
Yeah, so you're definitely gonna check what's the name of that? Powerbomb's a shame.
Probably check behind Dragon too.
Yeah, hope those two get you a little bit more arrow. But yeah, if you have 55, you got to do a couple of door refills, and then because of the way it works, so like 40-60, you have like 4 extra like missiles if you like refill after the first 2 doors. I think with 55, it's maybe a little tighter. It's weird. I don't know. So yeah, oh my goodness, was 2 minutes dead on? Give or take like 10 seconds.
Pretty close.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, really, that's the whole. That's more than the difference in my estimation. Ace is not going to be happy about that one, but we'll see. You know.
I mean, you can't always single out the one thing that's going to do it because there's so many different.
Yeah, like I mean, they took very different routes through this, as we saw.
But yeah, that one, that one's going to hurt the most. Especially with how easy Ace did the fight the second time. Yeah. And also the knowledge that he could have gotten Varia prior. Be a little frustrating.
So yeah, Prof has found 1 super and a bunch of missiles here. For Ace, that'll be better because his supers were already higher. As he picks up his 30th power bomb to, you know, mild effect. He was maybe hoping it was anything else.
I mean, yeah, especially with the ammo.
Yeah, I think this could be another place where I think Prof is definitely gonna, you know, he's gonna be going for hopefully a 2 in blue. Well, maybe not 2 in blue, probably a 3 spark, but I'm not sure if that'll be how Ace tries to do the fight. We do have grapple, but pretty sure people say that the speed kill, if you do it right, is faster still. It also depends on when you get goops and stuff. So yeah. Oh, ooh. I think I would just have headed to the right to grapple. So
that's usually what I do after I get a spark or I fail a spark, just go for the grapple back up. But Prof mains like the 2 in blue, so probably does not feel comfortable with the quick grapple.
My theories about Prof's Dragon fight probably being faster. I've been proven wrong again, potentially. We'll see. I expect Ace to, you know, do some ammo in the first round and then just head to a turret and say, pick me up. And yeah, sticking around. He wants 1 more ammo thing. 60-55, like we said, it's enough. But you, especially like 1 more super, and you're like, great, thanks. Yeah. Why'd you give me all these missiles?
60 and 60 is pretty comfortable, and look at that right there, right when he needed us.
No, right when he needed us before the 4 missiles he picked up down here. But yeah, he's gonna be good to go. And yeah, it's just back to Red Tower, back to, I believe, what do you gotta do? Yeah, you gotta go from Red Tower to West Meridia to Norfair, and then you're golden. So we're gonna get another high five here pretty quickly in the Metal Pirates room. Our runners could literally high five each other if they wanted to. Well, actually, probably that's against the tournament regulations, but they're close enough. Shoutouts to this room. This is also a room I hate because every time I try to wall jump, I hit spikes. And the thing about spikes is if you're not, if your plan is not to deboost off of them, you're gonna go as far as you've ever gone on a deboost. You're gonna be halfway to, planet ZDR. Springball helps.
I always get that unintentional deboost when I'm going to the room that Prof is about, like above Fire Fleas over there. I'll always do like an accidental deboost off one of those boulders.
Ace is definitely planning to open with the spark. He's getting the short charges. So, yeah. Prof, like you said, he's in a real good position. He's just got to head to Tourian. We are going to, we've got Ice Beam. Ace just has to remember to turn his back on. And then, some mostly standard Metroid rooms. Just got to, adjust for the lack of high jump.
Ace is making some time back on this Ridley fight. It's not really going to, this Dragon fight, it's not really going to be enough to cause any serious impact, but it's still helpful nonetheless.
The goop. Dragon does weird things when you do some speed things and some screw things. So yeah, it's funny. The map is extremely interconnected, but like the ways it's interconnected are a little inconvenient. Just, for where we want to go here at the end of this. Because, yeah. Once again, picking up the super, that's going to be it. So, yeah. End of the Chronic Boost room. Don't even have to gate glitch. Prof is just headed to the top. It's going to come in just above an hour. Probably like 102, 103-ish. Which isn't too bad.
Yeah, fortunately we have ice, so the Metroids aren't going to be too difficult. Just like pretty much a normal run. And I think 1660 is pretty comfortable ammo. Still got to be careful, but can we call those the power bombs of shame?
I am for this exact moment, I am 100% on board.
That was a good super shot though at the gate, right on point.
That is one of the things that I like about the super missile. When you pick that item up in the fanfare, you get to have a real good look at how the super missile actually looks, because they fire so fast. Usually it's just a blur, but the freeze frame, it's like, thank you.
That makes for a good thumbnail.
Especially with that reaction, I'm sure Speedgaming will love that one. Get all the YouTube algorithm clicks right there. Alright, so here we are on the Tourian. 55 minutes, just about 20 seconds.
Yeah, so Prof has a really comfortable lead right now, but we'll have to be a little bit careful on Mother Brain. 60 and 60, you have a little bit of leeway, but no charge beam. There is soft lock potential.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how he handles these Metroid rooms. The thing I feel like I usually see is he unfortunately gets grabbed here by the first Metroid, and screw attack is making them not latch on. What I'll sometimes see from people is, you come in here and you've got your full ammo and like everything's feeling good, and then you do the hundo strats in the first two rooms and you're like 4 supers down, and you're like, I need those back, and then you start doing the grouping strats and whatever. But Prof is,
I think starting off grouping is a really smart plan at this point.
Prof's taking it safe and steady. No high jump. I think he's warmed up on hundo from our SGL hundo tournament, but no high jump. I don't know if you can really do that, really fast and smooth room 3 strat.
Missiling the Metroids to make sure we get a super drop. Probably got hit through the door there. Yep. So, but this is good energy. 5 E-tanks, 3 reserves. There really shouldn't be any danger of death on Mother Brain, but definitely a possibility. Oh look, there we go. We got another power bomb pickup from Ace and a beautiful super shot right lined up at the gate.
The power bomb's a shame. We coined it, so we had to pick them up again. I think that's how it works. Yeah. Without high jump, Prof says, I am not going for this baby skip. I'm just gonna chill out here with my friend the baby Metroid. Is Ace turns ice back on the elevator, but it's an up elevator, so that doesn't save the time that a down the elevator does. But if you're thinking about it now, doing it now is fine. As Prof playing it even more safe. He did not need to do that with missiles and refill, but he's saying, you know what, we're here, we got the opportunity. Why not give myself even more leeway? You're on stage. I feel like Prof might have lost first round last year, so he may not have been on stage. So this is his first time, on the stage here at SGL. It's a different experience. That's what everybody's been telling me. So do what you know is gonna work, and keep yourself good.
So Prof has screw attack on still, so he's gonna go for a speed zap skip right here.
Well, he's shaking his head no. I thought it looked all right.
At this point, I don't know, just turn off screw attack.
And because you don't have charge beam, he's got enough ammo where I think he could kill this first Zeb and be fine, and just do the second one. But
yeah, not worth it though when you can Zeb skip, but just take a little menu there.
and he's getting trolled pretty hard. I mean he does not know that he has this time. But
man.
yeah, and luckily we have the 3 reserves, so like none of the damage you're taking right here is like really gonna impact you. But yeah, this is not what you want to be happening. A seed that was relatively fast. Oh my god.
And this is just doing nothing but giving Ace time to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, if baby skip was an option here, this would have got so close.
Right. All right, we're through with it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
There, he's through. He's through.
Oh, that's.
Now he just has to not care that he just messed around for the last minute.
We heard you, MST, and no, it's not, but that's okay. The down back is free, right?
Did he just? I think he just got sniped twice on missiles, which obviously don't matter nearly as much. But
oh boy, still.
He needs 33 missiles, and he has 50. That's a lot of leeway.
It is a lot. It is a lot of leeway. But there's just something about this game when you're
when you're on the stage and you're nervous and you already messed up this room for a minute and a half.
End of it. Plus, he's got to be wondering where is Ace. Like there's no way. I mean, I wonder if he knows how close this is right now.
And yeah, and again, like I said, that Ridley death. I mean, it got even closer like that. It's
without that Ridley death, this would be like trading blows.
Onion rings, Mother Brain's favorite appetizer.
Now, Prof doesn't have to be too careful with his energy here, but you still don't want to take a lot of onion rings. Sometimes they can double or triple shot hit.
And MST agrees with Ace with that down back. And yeah, I mean, yeah, we're both at Mother Brain. It's just, 2 is dying for Prof, as 1 is going down for Ace. So, heck of a finish. I think there may have been some claims of a guaranteed Game 3, but as close as this one was, it's looking pretty likely. This was
it got a little bit closer at the end, though, than it was looking like it was going to be. That trouble that Prof had with the Zeb skip, he's probably sitting here, looking right now going, God, I hope that Zeb skip is possible this race.
Yeah, because, it's not like, normally, you're just looking in a race room and it's like, if the dot done comes, the dot done comes. Here, like, a hand is going to fly up across from you.
Or you're going to hear the crowd erupt,
Yeah. What if we faked them all out right now and we all just start cheering? Like, we have to find a way, like when sport events happen and something crazy happens and like the collective gasp with the crowd. We gotta get that. We gotta get all 3 restreams involved and they'll be like, "What's going on?"
I don't remember what the specifics were, but we had a couple moments at SGLive last year where there was crowd gasping and the runners were like, "Huh."
I mean, again, you can see this Mother Brain 3 cutscene on screen for both, beginning versus end.
And actually, really, really well played by both runners. The only major snafu for Ace was that Ridley death, and I really just have to. I would just have to say that has to be a D-pad thing because saw Ace was having trouble morphing and rolling under Ridley, but no real major errors from Prof. Pretty clean race, looking good for both of these runners. Good choices. It's really nice to see such a wide route divergence, but still the runners ending up in almost exactly the same spot at the same time. So that's really good race.
Yeah, as close as this got, I mean, something is minor and really not smart as saving at Kraid's layer instead of the ship. That might be enough of the time to make back up.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I said, runners that are this good, they go into that with 5 and 3 and they're like, I'm gonna kill this Ridley, and most of the times that's what happens, and you know, the time it doesn't, unfortunately, it costs you.
I am more surprised that Ace died there.
For sure.
That time, that's a little shocking. But yeah, race nerves. But anyways, Prof is just one escape left from win number 1 here, and then probably have a quick break, and then we'll get right to the second match.
That's right.
Hopefully somebody can convince them to turn the air conditioning off in this room. It's pretty cold.
Yeah, I think we just need SG1 to come back up, and for like literally everyone here at the event to pile in there, and then you know the body heat will do the work.
Yeah.
But yeah, a clean no high jump escape so far. Prof's looking good. He's again, like, I think he's looking very stoic, but I feel like in his head he's like, man, at any moment he's gonna stand up right now, and I'm just gonna, you know, put my hand on my face and, you know, make a new Twitch emote.
So you just gotta see the reactions here. That's the best part. That's one thing I like about being live, or, you know, using the cameras more nowadays than we used to.
Yeah.
Prof having trouble in parlor.
It's you know, you're used to doing this 2 ways. At the beginning of the game with nothing, and at, you know, other times of the game you have everything. When you don't have high jump, it's not everything, and it's
speed throws you off a little bit.
So yeah, Prof gonna be in there about a 1:03:51. And yeah, Ace is like, well, that's it. We're so close yet so far. That's game 1. Like you said, this is a best of 3, and we're gonna play them all here.
It's always so hard to lose a race in the escape, you know, especially if you had something like a death. It is very frustrating, but really well played by both runners. Very excited to see what Game 2 brings, and Game 2 will be the exact same settings. These are the settings we have all weekend for SGLive, so definitely really cool settings. You know, if you want to go to your Dash site and download some Dash seeds, you can do the SGLive 2023 settings, and you can play at home with the settings we have here.
Yeah, drop the link in chat for everybody out there. Like you said, there's been a lot of developments and updated in Dash here this year, and yeah, happy to have. I mean, I think almost everyone on the dev team is here. As Ace is in there in the ship. They were very close.
Couldn't make it. He was originally planning on coming, but unfortunately he couldn't make it.
Yeah, and then I know Derps helped out with a little bit of stuff. He's not here either, but yeah, Kip's here, Mass is here, Kupo's here. A lot of the people here. We've been having some fun here in the SM community so far, and yeah, heck of a game 1 as promised. I mean, it's the 4-5 seed. That's how it's supposed to be, right? No lopsided victories.
So runners talking about the seed right now, and we'll just let these credits play out. See where high jump boots were.
I'm gonna put charge at gravity, and then both high jump and double jump at Billy Mays. You get high jump, and then wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite thing, and usually after I play and I'm like, you know, breathing after the seed's over, and I like don't look at the credits, but like at least on the various side, and I assume they use the same wording or whatever. The wording for Billy Mays, it's so funny. It's like blue Brinstar missile behind missile, and I'm like, that's exactly where I want to be right now. The missile behind the missile. So yeah, get to look at these times here. Always like that. 7 seconds in Crocomire. Probably could have been 3. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, like I said, charge, high jump, double jump. That's what we're looking for.
Billy Mays.
Missile Billy Mays. I was right about high jump. Show me the double jump. Bowling. Gosh darn it. So charge. And charge. I was right about the double at Billy Mays. I messed up. Mixed up charge and double jump.
That's what I said. So what I would have done with those power bombs is, like I said, with 4 majors being there, I definitely would have checked Billy Mays.
Oh my goodness, yeah! If you do that, high jump and charge the whole seed.
Right, wow,
feeling great.
That would have been a big difference right there. But then you wouldn't have been able to check the portal, and I'm not sure that would have mattered because they saw the portal and turned right back around. So
I mean, yeah, that portal would have been in your mind, but once you found, I mean, especially once you found back Lower Norfair, and then once you've also got the Tourian, if you find that before you go through Lower Norfair, doesn't matter. It's out of sight, out of mind at that point.
that's kind of like I have my threshold for Billy Mays. Like if I get power bombs and there's 4 or more majors in criteria, I'll do Billy Mays. If there's 3 or less majors, I'll skip it.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's, oh my goodness, that first qual seed when we spawn in, it's 6 Billy Mays, and of course we don't get power bombs until Bomb Terizo. I feel like I'm probably the only person. I went straight back down.
Yeah.
Most punishing play you could have possibly made in that seed. It was so bad. That bottleneck, the bottleneck. You just had to go back down there to get to the rest of the seed. I was like, of course, like, you know, I was never going to win that qual or whatever, right? But I'm like, you know, maybe this play will help me out because, like, you know, I'm bad. I need all these majors. And then it's like, actually, you just had to come back down here regardless. Thanks, Billy. You're a pal. 51%. That's relatively high for Rando.
That is quite a lot. Excuse me. That is a lot of items, but I mean, look at all the majors. I mean, when you find an area with that many majors, where we had like 4, 4, 7. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah. The first 3 areas we saw. Well, the first 3 were Kraid, which was one of them, but the first 3 with majors, it was 4, 4, 7, which was said, you know, that's 15 of the 17.
It's all right there, yeah. Oh my gosh, why is it so cold in here?
And you got a nice little jacket and some pants on. I'm over here.
I know you're in a t-shirt and shorts, bro. Like I don't know. I'm gonna ask how long it's gonna take them to set up for round 2. I'm gonna go get a sweatshirt.
And 48% on the other side. Yeah, Ace didn't have all the missiles.
They need to go get their seed.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna run to my hotel room.
Oh yeah, for sure. Get out of here. We're definitely in a little bit of a break here, as our runners. Yeah, you said they're talking. They gotta, you know,
BRB.
Debrief, de-stress, go down a couple flights of stairs, get a seed, come back up those same stairs. Yeah, thanks everybody out there for watching us. We are gonna be in a little bit of a break here. It won't be too long. You know, normally when we're doing these best of 3s and we're on 10-minute delay and all that stuff, we're like, yeah, it'll be a little bit here. You know, might be 2 or 3 minutes. We'll see how the runners feel. GG's.
Take this one. You can.
Absolutely.
The fans.
And it's good you took it last time because they couldn't hear me for a while. I was out here. I needed to be way in here.
Calculated.
You know, I'm trying to be courteous to other people. You don't want to eat the mic. There's gonna be 30, 40, 50 people using these. But so far, you know, no coughing and sneezing. I'm not gonna jinx it.
No, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm saving my coughs for this match. Well, I can tell by looking around the place that we're playing the best game here today.
For sure. Just
Thank you.
Alrighty. Welcome back out there, viewers at home. Game 2 is about to get started here. As you saw, a very, very close and well-played match. Prof took this one at the end, but we're back for round 2. My name is, of course, DJ Webb. Back with me is Kev and, of course, Jestro on tracking. Getting some
Fiesel making sure we all look really good.
Yeah, gotta get Prof in his full glory here. That was you wanted to go the other way.
So we didn't want to have to read Prof's lips this seat anyways.
Oh yeah, smile for the camera. We're all having a good time here. So yeah.
I like it. The camera's right there. Makes Ace look bigger than Prof, which is not the case.
I mean, I would say make sure the angle doesn't destroy Prof's field of vision.
Perfection achieved.
Alrighty, so yeah. We're gonna be getting into game 2 right here. What do you think of this the seed code? Any fun enemies up here? We got a POW amp. Those are some beasts.
I mean, I don't like any seed that has the name B-Tom in it, but you know, you get what you rolled, and you have to roll with it. We got another 4.
Another 4.
I think it's exactly the same 4 and 1 as what we had.
I thought it was 4-2 last time.
I guess it doesn't matter. But 4 majors nonetheless. So anybody just joining us right now, if you look at the top right, this is going to tell the runners where they are. So CA is criteria. How many major items are there, not counting E-tanks. E-tanks are separate right under the M. You see that E right there. And then that 60, that's your damage output from your beams. So as our runners collect beams, that damage output will change. I mean, assuming they collect beams.
Yeah.
Beams were pretty plentiful in the last seed, so, you know, I guess logic would dictate that we're going to get shafted on beams this round.
Yeah, who knows? And yeah, it's specifically a charge beam damage, which obviously we don't have charge beam right now. This is not one of the starter charges, so yeah, it's normal beam damages.
We got the same check we have to think about last time. It's 4 and 1. Are we going to go Billy Mays this time after there were 2 majors at Billy Mays in the last seed? Or are we going to prioritize the transition? I'm still telling you, at 4, I go Billy Mays.
Yeah, you got to see, you know, I mean, a little bit of gambler's fallacy, a little bit of, you know, playing the odds like we've been saying. But, yeah. And I don't remember exactly how the minors were distributed last seed. If it, you know,
Is it 3-2-1?
No, I was just thinking like when they got them, because like I think it was like a super first and then it was more fall in the ceiling. But I don't know if power bombs were here or if power bombs were. And speed actually saved you a power bomb, so it's even more tempting. Ace has got him selected. Yeah. Ace has got him selected.
So I think Ace is going to go up to Billy Mays, and you can shine spark up there.
Yeah. Oh well.
If you don't lose all your energy on the real.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to recharge that, and yeah. We're have to see. Yeah, so it's super. Ace does get up there. 2 energy to spare before he was going to stop.
Ace does have real.
Did he bunk the ceiling?
With this energy. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's got to watch out for the boulder on the way out.
Yeah, so I did actually figure this out. I was practicing. They do 40. So, like you said, be careful. Or maybe get the E-tank here. So, missile, first here, and a super.
Super, okay.
He doesn't know that there's also one at Alpha Missile. So, this time it was a no on the Billy Mays majors. And Prof, this is also a place where you could have saved a power bomb if you wanted to speedball, but he did not elect to do that. But he is through damage list, which is good. I'm thinking Ace is probably going to want to do some farming here. And we find Green Bryn early.
Yeah, 2 majors right there, so, you know, still looking pretty good. I think Green Bryn is a good find, and Ace probably, well, Ace has enough power bombs. I think he'll be able to check it, or should check it.
Yeah, especially if you can get that speedball, and, you know, even if you're really tired and you do the, like, you know, the blue keep and then jump into the enemies to kill him to really be safe, he could be fine. But he's at 26 health right now, so that is a deterrent. As well as, you know, I mean, we found, you know, both speed and morphball half the majors here, but you maybe, you know, might want some more stuff. So, yeah, definitely check the item. As East Meridia goes to the back of... We got back of East Meridia here again in Green Brinstar. That was 2-4. So, not quite the prolific major counts that we had at the beginning of last season, but the E-tanks, honestly, already got, what, 1, 1, and 4.
We have a quicker divergence, too, than we had in the last race. We have AceZer0 going up at the elevator, whereas Prof took the transition. I think, yeah, with the energy situation, that's a smart play by Ace. You know, we got we got several more chances for a major here. Ace can check Old Mother Brain, can check 230 on his way up. Still got a chance to get some good majors that who knows how long it'll take Prof to get back. I mean, we know it won't be a suit, but other than that.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, usually both of these players, the place they're running by will be a place you have to isolate early. We have speed, and, you know, Ace doesn't have the power bombs to check the shaft supers, and Prof doesn't really have the energy to do. I mean, he's running through here fast and loose. He didn't do Spore Spawn Skip. He didn't do Mission Impossible. He did Charge Beam, but he didn't do the Waterway, and he didn't do Wave Gate either. He's
you know, again though, like with like he's going right here. This is where the bulk of the items are with 2 majors outstanding. I think it's really great to prioritize areas like this, high volume areas. You've got 5 majors right here that you can check. So, you know, we got E-tank pickup. That's really good. So I'd say if Prof doesn't find what he's looking for here, I would go up and check the portal and then perhaps find our way back down. You can check everything on the way back, unless it's a really good transition. Even still, it's not that far to go down to Eddie Coons and go get those 3 items looked at.
Yeah, as a reserve number 1. we're not quite as quick to 3 as we were last seed. But yeah, I think with you can do the spark to waterway with 99 health, but it's tight, and if you take damage on there, you're really gonna be in trouble. But yeah, I think that was probably the deterrent for waterway. But the other stuff, I mean, there's the big side hoppers and a couple of those rooms, but like.
Well, you look at how long it all takes to check. If you find most of what you want here, like you said, the high volume areas, it's a little bit quicker. Mission Impossible takes a while to check. Waterway takes a really long time to check. I probably would have done Spore Spawn. And Wave Gate can be a pain, but runners have good deal on a number of supers, and that setup with Moonwalk on for Croc is not that hard.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I mean, he already found one portal he couldn't do. Like, if you're hedging your bets that you're coming back through anyway, it may be fine. But you kind of also don't really want to go back through meme route either. So, like, I don't know. Like I said, different people have different philosophies. We've seen it already so far this race. I mean, you're in Red Tower. Like, again, like, you just, like, went through the best area in the game for items, and you got, like, an E-Tank and, like, 2 of each missile. Like, it's hard, right? Yeah, West Meridia 1-1. I gotta mark some stuff here real quick before I forget. 1-2 here in Red Brinstar. But yeah, this is it's very interesting. Like I said, I mean, I said it a little bit last time. Another 0-1 Croc that we're leaving. Nicely done, Croc. But especially like this is even earlier, basically, and we don't have a 7 major area that we've peaked at yet. But like even if it takes you a while to get all the majors, like in full, and you're almost always going to go minors. Like there's Screw Attack there, the final criteria
major. Is that the final? Okay. I was watching Prof. For some reason, Prof went back into Croc. I think he was. Maybe he thought there was a major there. I don't know.
Yeah, with the numbers, he could have seen differently. He could have been thinking as the only 3 here in Upper Norfair. You've let us down. But
usually when I go to Red Bryn and I see 1 major, it's almost guaranteed it's going to be at X-ray, and I'm going to have no way to get there except the deboost method.
Ace is
the suit.
Ace found Space Shuttle. I'm pretty sure that was a Terminator, and he can do that. That's a 2-rec ship. It's not in logic, but with Space Jump you can get back left. So interested to see where he goes here.
I would probably go up and check the portals at the top of criteria.
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, I mean, obviously, even if you get the lone tank that is here that we haven't, yet spotted, that's not going to be enough to really want to go through Croc. But that Screw Attack, that would be tempting me. And I was thinking, maybe if you come back left at some point, you can get that pretty quickly. So, Prof did Spazer, and then he's coming back. He finally looks like one of the 2 E-Tanks. So, yeah, interesting stuff going on here is, Ace does not want any of the high damage areas here at the top of ship. He's only got 67 current health. But doesn't even need to spark this with the space jump. So he is. There we go.
Wants to use up all the energy.
Reserve number 2. 1 for each.
Oh, let's go.
Calculated. There's the top of Red Brinstar.
It's not where he wants to go anyways.
It really isn't.
Interesting to check. I for some reason, I always check the bottom transition here. Ace has to be really careful here, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, use your missiles.
just don't. Just go. Just don't go near the crabs.
Tourian, that's a nice spot early.
All right.
But, yeah, now...
So do you go back to Red Tower?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely what you do here.
I think I would. Yeah.
Find over there. Oh yeah, that's what it was. 2 major. Sorry, I'm filling out my tracker information here. I was trying to figure out where he went at the left side of criteria, but it was wreck ship.
Where the top of Green Brinstar goes to. I forgot,
Tube.
But I know we know.
Tube, yeah. Jestro tracker extraordinaire. He's going to get everything out there for you as we finally find our first Green Brim Major, the Wave Beam. But yeah, Ace is going to be able to get... I kind of like doing this top down. Ooh, we got the Charge Beam. That is something that eluded us last seed. But yeah, once again, Ace has still got to be careful here. Yeah, gets the energy pickup and these are the low damage spikes. So D-Boost is by far the most comfy way to get through here. And yeah, we're gonna look at this portal with the major found. I would want you know, the E-tanks as we find Upper Norfair. This time we're getting to the cool side first.
3 majors at Upper Norfair. After I check this portal, I'm going back down, or I'm going to go down at Upper Norfair. I'm going to check high jump boot location, hopefully pick up something good over there. Don't have enough to do the ice hell run, so that's probably all we're going to do is get the high jump boots check and maybe see what's and Croc escape. But 3 majors it's a decent Upper Norfair. It's not quite as stellar as the 7 Upper Norfair we had last seat, but 3 is respectable.
Yes, indeed it is. And we're going to have to see just how, so, you know, we saw Prof come out the tube in a Greenbird Star. That's going to be Ace's way eventually into this Greenbird Star area. We're going to have to see how long it takes them to get there because both of them did, like, their local stuff in Red Brent Star. And it's funny, we haven't seen that middle check yet. And, yeah, we're going to have to see when either runner gets to the other side of that stuff.
They were different directions. Ace went from top down and Prof from bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I'm expecting Ace probably to just go, well,
nice Prof.
The farm is so long that I almost just really don't want to check ice, but, like, you can get to Crumble Shaft because you have speed and whatever, and, you know, hopefully maybe take one hit and then kill all the rest of those enemies, but Ice Beam is a tough ask when you'd have to fill your energy and the whole reserve, which isn't the easiest thing.
Finishing or getting in, I don't think you can get in and out with just a reserve. I think you. Oh, he's got one. I think you need at least a tank and a reserve to get in and out. I'm not sure though.
With speed, I was thinking maybe, but
yeah. I like 2 tanks for this run.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to get some health, but yeah, it's tough. I mean, he could run across and check that Bubble Mountain Miner. That's definitely available to him. It looks like it ended up at Mission Impossible here for Prof, the last major. He was not trying to go in there. That or there's one other item he hasn't done, but I'm pretty sure.
We saw a tube missile, right?
Yeah, he definitely did that on the way in. So yeah, that's what I expected. Ace is gonna come down here. We know one of the E-tanks is at SGLive. Hopefully the other one's here. And, well, he's got space jump. He could do screw attack or X-ray, not screw attack. So yeah, Prof is, you know, he's gonna get this final major here.
There's no reason to do X-ray because there's no majors left.
Well, I mean, he just found Upper Norfair and he knows there's E-tanks, and as we just found it, he now knows 100% that it's 2 E-tanks, one at Space or one at X-ray. So could elect to do that if he wants to.
You know what? That's not a bad idea, actually. Now you mentioned it, especially with the Upper Norfair transition being there. 2 E-tanks is enough to get you, especially with space jump and speed. It's enough to get you through there pretty easy. Because you don't even need to go through Cathedral. You can just go through Frog Speedway. So, actually, it's a good point.
Yeah, and we just saw that Plasma Beam was this final major. So, assuming Ace gets in here, you know, decently soon from that tube transition, hopefully you don't mess up the jump. Charge Wave Spazer pretty much for all of this. It's going to feel nice. Well, Crate's almost always 0-0. That's not surprising, especially because, you know, if Phantoon's in here, there's only 2 items. It's not even 3. So
Crate, though, is like, it's a good find because it's one of those dead ends, you know. So I always like to find, I like to find Tourian earlier. I like to find Crate earlier. Are we not saving? Are we leaving?
It looks like he looked at his. If he checked the item, he wasn't gonna be able to get out if he couldn't kill the boss.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I mean, there's one right here,
bombs, yeah.
and then you could check X-ray and get power bombs there. But he doesn't value that E-tank enough at X-ray. It looks like.
Maybe he's going to check Spazer and then go back up. He looks like he's not too happy with his decision.
Yeah, but I mean, as we know, he's not going to end up going back up, right? He's going to see Green Granite Tube and be like, "Hello, yes, please, thank you." So yeah, and here's another interesting thing. Prof does have the energy to either spark up the climb or do that play I was talking about with the Shaft Super, but Shaft Super is a tough ass because he doesn't have that space jump yet. It's a Terminator, so you'd have to spark up and take a damage on the spikes, which I think probably kills you. So yeah,
but
he's
you
still gonna
also
skip.
know it's not going to be a suit, so it's already having speed, which is your Batoon access and having good beams right there. I don't see any purpose to check that.
Yeah, basically, I mean, high jumper charge is like all it would be valuable there.
But even still, I don't know that's worth the risk.
And it's, so I'm looking at my tracker. So the only area we haven't seen at all is Lower Norfair. There are 2 majors left. So that's what we got there in LN. So yeah, Prof somehow ending up back here in in criteria regardless. He's checking out 230. See what other items he does. Obviously, like we said, it'll be left will be great because there's a space jump over there. Ace gets the jump. Looked like he. I mean, it could have been a little dicey on that shot. You know, he jumped looked a little low to me, but he got in there, and like I said, green rin, that's going to be great for him. And yeah, I expect, especially from this side, he's gonna go through and clear everything and get, you know, waves at Edekun's power bombs. Plasma's over there at Mission Impossible. Maybe he doesn't last locate that like Prof did, but either way, well, with charge beam and especially once you get wave and plasma, the ammo here, you know, the power bombs are going to be good. The rest of it, not as much as another reserve tank picked up. But I mean, he's got one E tank and he knows where Norfair is, so it makes some sense.
Actually, I think Ace now has 2 and 2, right?
Yep.
So
The other thing,
pretty good. Heck, this is where I want to go back to Upper Norfair once he finishes clearing Green Bryn here.
yeah, we are gonna see, you know, how these things work out. As Prof, he's
There's a lot of hubs there. That's so you got 5 transitions in Upper Norfair. Check.
Prof sparking up here to the ship power bombs and teching this. Ooh, gets E tank. Honestly, I mean, maybe you wanted the major, but this is a good outcome. I think
when you don't have Varia's suit right here, I would say you want to see all these tanks because you know hell runs are coming. You know you're going to have to do them.
yeah, it's definitely looking that way, especially because the access we have direct ship it's the back, so that's not quite yet in logic. So you know the 2 majors there aren't really necessarily what's on our mind right now. So yeah, it's looking like probably yeah, that's where we want to be right now is Norfair. Found most of the majors everywhere else, and yeah, I think if Prof doesn't find the last criteria major here, it's a Chef Supers.
Of course.
Because yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or wait, hold on, no, Screw Attack is the last major. Actually,
oh, so yeah, Prof doesn't have it yet. Screw Attack was at.
Yeah, Ace saw it, just doesn't have it. No, Space is at Terminator, and Screw's back here. Yeah, so we actually did know.
Last race, Screw was at Terminator.
So yeah, like I said, Ace
I'm
coming from
time
this
watching
way.
2 rando seeds in a row.
It definitely starts running together a little bit. So yeah, Ace, like I said, from the front, he's just doing, you know, like basically hundo, like just come in here and do everything. So gonna get this wave real fast, and then we'll see, like I said, how long it takes me to get that plasma.
This is actually a lot like the last race. We got these route divergences, and you know, both runners are basically doing the same thing, just kind of in a different order.
Yeah, and once again, the convergence is gonna be, they're gonna be in Norfair trying to find the stuff.
Yeah, at about the same time. I mean, Ace might get there a little quicker if he doesn't do the criteria checks, because I don't think Ace will go back to criteria.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward because he's, you know, like I said, coming from the front, it's kind of good because you just kind of do a like normal standard route or whatever. He actually has to run back through the front if he wants to do anything, or go back through criteria again. Which again, like I said, I mean, he knows the Screw Attack's there, but it's kind of far away at this point, and you don't like really need it, especially when you're gonna have charge wave plasma, right? So, I think he's probably just gonna end up back in Red Tower, and then yeah, from there, like you said, that's where Upper Norfair is.
Yeah, right now Prof actually has a major advantage for hell runs that Ace does not have. Prof has enough power bomb packs to do a Crystal Flash if necessary, whereas Ace only has 1 pack. So hopefully Ace will get another set of power bombs here pretty soon. I know there's a couple packs, you know, obviously outstanding.
Yeah. And this is getting that plasma beam now, especially for Ace. You know, he's got charge wave plasma. 50 missiles is not what you would have hoped to pick up before you get those items. But you know, he does have 30 super short really fast. Really, that's what you do want. And then yeah, he would like another power bomb pack, and that's about what you need. And yeah, he is gonna check this tube. Yeah, like I said, just the way the portals work out, yeah, for both of them, just a little bit of back and forth. Yeah, this is East Meridia.
Yeah, not where you want to be without gravity suit or ice or high jump.
And yeah, and he doesn't even know that this is retro road. So, you know, I mean, it's going to be peace of mind for not having to do that, you know, for some one-off dead end, which I mean, actually he's already found all the dead ends,
So he
right?
knows upper Norfair is like, would he just go to back a morph right now and then just go up? Kind of like what Prof did and then head down upper Norfair?
It's an option, yeah. It's that or go back to Red Tower to upper Norfair. I don't know which one he maybe prefers. Yeah. With speed going, you know, because I mean, it's gonna be a hell run regardless.
I think he should just go this way. I think this way's faster. If he just goes up here and then goes to the left at the ship, and it's faster to get to upper Norfair.
Yeah.
So otherwise, he's got to go all the way through Green Bryn Star again, and then all the way back to Red Bryn. I don't know.
MST with some choice
I don't know.
words.
I think it's because you're here, MST. I mean, that's like, what is it? So how many reserve tanks? We had 4 in the last one, 4 in this one? Or I think we found 6 in the last one.
I mean, yeah, both of them picked up 3 in the last one. They both got both of them so far.
Right now.
Yeah, I think if Forerunners had some real showmanship when they picked up the reserve tank, they would just look them in the eye. You got 6.5 seconds on that fanfare. So yeah, Ace showing off that in fact those are just bomb blocks. So at any point, if you have speed in this room, you can't spark up. But to spark up, you need energy.
Yeah, and Ace has been kind of short on energy this entire race. I've actually been worried a few times that Ace is not going to survive this seed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the reserves, I don't know. I think probably the first one should be full. And honestly, he's either going to the ship to refill and or, you know, he's going to look at that screw attack that he knows there, which I was thinking earlier, right? Like, you know it's there. And if you want to come back this way, you can do it and be all right. So this seems like a good enough time as any. And yeah, and I expect if Prof almost certainly wants to clean up that a little bit of an isolated middle red tower check. I expect him to, you know, with his better power bomb situation, end up just checking that boss. 0-0, it's one of those things where it's like, well, if I don't do it now, like, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to, you know, miss an item. But it's also like, if I don't do it now, I got to come back for nothing at some point, right? So we'll see what he decides to do. And again,
I mean, this early,
yeah, I was going to say.
I think screw attack is worth it right now, so I think it's a good play from Ace going here.
Yeah, and Prof remembered that he went to the 2-item room first and did not go to the 1-item room. So he wants this item. Actually, it means a whole lot less for him. He's got 4550.
Still, it's nice peace of mind. You know, you don't have to worry about soft locks. You already have a good beam. So it makes boss fights a little bit quicker. So I think 22 minutes in, even with that ammo, you're feeling good about finding charge.
It's also, you know, if you mess up speed Zeb skip enough, you don't have to, you know, you can just missile the Zebs, especially with this beam combo.
After that last match, maybe Prof is happy about that.
Yeah. So yeah, again, like, it looks like we're going to converge on Upper Norfair pretty quickly, but probably Prof is going to have this Crades area advantage for a good little bit, honestly. And Ace is deciding to go this way. A little bit not good for the health.
Ace knows where this is, but he hasn't. He just went in, went out because of the power bomb situation.
I do not know if that hit. It looks like it might have hit the ceiling first.
So, yeah, Prof is going to go save. Sitting there going, yep, I forgot, but going to go save right now. And we can kill, you know, a couple of these bosses.
I mean, I want to say that, you know, I mean, obviously there's the Crystal Flash spark suit that you could do for a Dragon escape. It would be terrible because
you don't want to do that.
The thing about the Crystal Flash escape is that, like, if you can grapple kill, it's like, you know, whatever. But if you also have to then use that ammo to kill the boss and it's suitless,
blowing the spark by the time that
yeah, it's not good. So and Ace is going to Nutella, I think.
I hope he reserves that Nutella. Oh, nice. I actually think Phantoon is a good boss find right here. Not that it matters anymore because you don't need to worry about turning on wreck ship because this is just going to open the Cray tank location. So no majors here to really worry about, but you get Phantoon out of the way. Not dangerous for a runner like Prof with this amount of energy.
Yeah. He should be totally fine with this this
You can
Phantoon
even go
fight.
two missiles charged and get a good 2-round loadout.
You need full beam for the freest 2-round with 2 and 2. I think you got to do like it. But it's, I mean, it tells us right there, right? It's 750, so you do 1500, and you need another 1000, which is 10 missiles, not 8, unfortunately.
I let the game do the math for me. I just shoot until the boss is dead.
So yeah, he's looking at a free 3-round. Like you said, it's so much easier. I did not see that portal down here at Lava Dive.
He had the same bad math as me. He's like, why didn't that work?
Yeah, full beam is the free 2-round.
Yeah.
You only need 7 missiles with 2 of those shots. And of course, the slow punish, it was destined. Oh, it looks like already a map for that Lava Dive portal. I've been very interested in this play from Ace. He's coming to Open Norfair and like not done any items. Just look at the portals. Other than that power bomb he got at Croc Escape. So
see, if I was Ace, I would have done the Nutella refill just to save all this farming he's going to have to do here.
So let's see. Let's see what Ace.
CF, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what Ace can find. Double jump. That's useless. He skips it. That's a hard item to skip. You know, you can skip it on the way in. You know, whatever. On the way out, it's a little harder to skip. But he's banking on getting to this thing over here. Hopefully, ooh, I think
Ace.
he really wanted that drop.
Ace, you're dead, bro.
Well, if there's nothing here, he doesn't even care, right?
True.
That fanfare is going to be
Hoping
a little
for
bit.
an E-tank right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have jumped in the lava. You would have died faster. So there's one of our 3 majors in Upper Norfair. SGLive acquired. Again, it's another one of those things where, you know, different ways we do things, and you know, like you said with the boss, the powerbomb situation, that it's a little bit of an isolated crate location, and Prof's gonna have that done for the rest of this, and Ace has got to find a way to get back there.
Yeah, I wonder if Ace. Well, yeah, like when Ace was in crate before, he didn't have enough power bombs to get in and out, and Phantoon generally drops power bombs, but sometimes you can get trolled on that. But it's kind of a bummer Ace didn't get that done earlier, because that's a little bit out of the way for him right now.
Yeah, for sure. And it's looking like, I mean, we don't have a lot of portals left. It's mostly the boss areas. We got all 3 of the 2 ways we haven't seen. Lower Norfair. Probably connects. It could connect to both, you know, Workship and East Meridia, or connect to one of them. We got a West Meridia portal outstanding, or it could be over here, you know. I mean, it could be vanilla, you know, single chamber to back of our land. As we are still looking for these other majors. What's Prof gonna find over here at the Crumble Shaft? The gravity suit.
Really good find.
Yeah, and Ace went over to the left and then just kind of came back right. I'm not exactly sure what was going on because I was paying attention to both runners, but that's a nice find over there. And Ace is gonna be doing like all of this stuff. And I mean, you know, if you're feeling real risky, like Prof could leave, right? Like we've seen, like West Meridia has 1 and East Meridia has 2 majors, and your health isn't, you know, super duper high. Like
Energy's fine right here for this ice beam check, though. You know, he's got a crystal flash ability right here. He's got a full reserve, maybe 2 full reserves if he went to the ship. So this is a smart check right here.
let's see if Ace can put eyes on this final major. He didn't even try to avoid that one. That was a face tank.
He knew it was coming. He's not looking at the screen.
Ooh, are we looking at a cathedral major?
I think so, because we have seen all the other majors, and there's 2 left, right?
Yeah, thanks to both of these 2 clearing out different places at the same time. Oh yeah, it was double jump and spacer. That's actually all of them. It's just gravity down here.
Oh, that was both at the reserve?
Well,
yeah. It was double jump and spacer. So
oh yeah. Oh man, that's brutal for Ace. This Bubble Mountain. Well, I mean, like I said, Prof could leave, but this is a pretty appetizing Upper Norfair, and Bubble Mountain is just useless. We already got Plasma and Space Jump.
If I was Ace, just go CF, go do the transition. We want to find out where this goes. It's probably Lower Norfair, but hey, it could be Meridia.
Could be the nicer side of Workship.
Actually, if it's Meridia and Prof just picked up gravity suit and then shoots down and checks this transition, that'd be really big for Prof.
It really would.
Ace would just have done this in essentially the wrong order.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he was down here earlier, it made sense. Is yeah, front of lower Norfair. Like I said, there's the final 2 majors plus 3
Oh,
tanks.
these transitions are terrible. We finally found a lower Norfair transition, though.
So yeah, I mean, back of lower Norfair, front of wreck ship, front of East Meridia, Main Street. That's all we got left for portals. Those are coupled in some way, and yeah, Ace he's gonna make it out of here just fine. Crystal Flash again. Well, he really doesn't even have to Crystal Flash again. You're just gonna speedway back, right? So
I want the back of lower Norfair to be the front of wreck ship for some reason.
that will be quite the running around the seat if you have to do it that way. Just because you have to end up back in criteria again because that's where back wreck ship is. And yeah, Prof is leaving. That is gonna work out really well. Like, you know.
Ace's energy has been making me nervous all day.
And like, part of me understands this if he is in fact doing this cathedral check, but the other part of me is like,
you can't even pick up the item. But I mean, it could be Varia, but because he doesn't know that gravity is at Crumble Shaft, so in his mind, cathedral could be big.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, and
it's an
E-tank, so he actually probably could pick it up.
Oh yeah, he can. And he should, if his two full reserves, 2 tanks, he should be able to get out.
Yeah, the reserve should definitely be fully just Crystal Flashed. So yeah, Prof's in West Meridia. He leaned his head back because he was now remembering that he does not need ammo, so those missiles are more than worthless. And yeah, so this worked out because, you know, you get the extra tank.
This is Varia suit away from go mode.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, it looks like, once again, it looks like Prof's in a really good position right now, especially because it's a non-trivial pickup of this gravity suit. You're definitely hoping it's an Ice Beam. I think those are reverse vanilla items there at the watering hole. But yeah, Ace is gonna see this gravity suit, and he's gonna have to be on his P's and Q's. Let's see. All right. He gets there before it goes away. That's key, and he's still spin jumping. That's the nice thing. He didn't have to reshoot that. If you like fall down and do some weird stuff, it can get a little tricky. So yeah, gravity suit acquired for both players. I think Ace has well, obviously he knows that lower north thing, but I think Ace has a bigger swath on the map knowledge. So we'll see.
More map knowledge, but I think just based on where the crate location is in that Phantoon boss, I think Prof has a huge advantage having that boss down right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably where Ace should be going right now. It's gonna, I mean, he's gonna pop up here and he's gonna be in Red Tower, so that's, you know, as close as you're ever really gonna be. But if it's Ridley, you're gonna be like mad. Luckily, it isn't. But yeah, Prof has been out here in West Meridia, and seemingly this is the last place they can have the major, and he's gone here last. So let's see. Oh no, it's Main Street?
E-tank's worth picking up though.
Guess it's Main Street. Yeah, so he last located both this tank and the major.
Really cool to see both runners here in West Meridia. Ace going to do the same checks though that Prof just did. Did we see Crab Supers yet? We haven't
Prof
seen
definitely did.
Crab, right?
We haven't seen Main Street. Prof did Crab. And yeah, I said Ace was going to pop in Red Tower like the other transition wasn't West Meridia, so I think he probably should have, but he didn't. It's hard to think about though. You know, for the moment you're really thinking about items, especially because, like I said, Ridley will be really bad because, you know, you maybe avoided it earlier, but then you'd come back and still have to lose the time. But the health is also, I mean, the health's not great for, you know, even Dragon. He'd want a lot more health than he currently has. And it was bombs here in Main Street, so this West Meridia that both of our runners are coming into and clearing, not going to be what they wanted. And here's our portal completion. Front of wreck ship here at the Main Street, so East Meridia and Lower Norfair connect to each other.
Is that the one I said I wanted, Lower Norfair to connect to East Meridia?
I think you said you wanted Lower Norfair there at wreck ship.
Wreck ship. Yeah. They're both just as fun.
So yeah, we got to see. This is a what 4-2. I mean, doable if it's Ridley, but your health isn't full right now. That's the key that, you know, isn't great. So I'm expecting to see a save here. We wanted to check this item first.
Quick like everybody cheer, Ridley, Ridley. That would suck too, because that's especially without being like 4 and 2 is a doable Ridley fight, but not an enviable Ridley fight.
Especially when you're 109 short of that maximum.
Yeah, exactly. And there's really no. I mean, you could power bomb here and you get like maybe 2 big energies. Oh yeah, you don't need a power bomb because you got that. So we got a couple big energies, so we're looking okay. Now this is a fight that Prof could do, but probably hoping that this is anybody but Ridley.
Yep. Ace unfortunately dropped his space jump.
Trade.
So little early boss swap for us right now. Don't know about the late game bosses. Yeah, he's gonna be able to
This is a good boss to find here.
Yep.
Without Various suit, so
could have a vanilla Various suit if Kraid's hiding the goods, but otherwise, yeah. If this was Ridley, it was bad and good, right? Because then the 2 majors behind Ridley are definitely not gonna be the Various suit.
Yeah, it kind of narrows it down where you could find it.
Yeah. So, see how much of this. I feel like it's kind of hard to not completely clear out both of these items, but Prof is not me.
Explain to Chad, the way boss shift works is you basically, whoever you kill in Wreck Ship opens up Wreck Ship. So killing Phantoon has no implications on Wreck Ship because Phantoon was not at Wreck Ship. So that's why we call it boss shift and not boss shuffle. So it's just a little idiosyncrasy for Dash.
Yeah, they decided to introduce something new. We're on the Dash randomizer, not the Vario one. So trying something new, seeing how things work out. It definitely, obviously, in this exact seat, it doesn't make a difference.
We found them all in both races. We found all the reserve tanks.
It's not only is that the third reserve that Prof has picked up this race, but it's the second one that he's wavered on and decided to pick up very, very consciously and intentionally. And I wouldn't be surprised if you could hear him as he threw my mic. He was exacerbated about that one.
I mean, here's the thing. If you don't find Varia's suit, you end up having to go through Meridia and Ridley's there, because you're not going to lower Norfair. So Prof is probably just trying to find East Meridia right now. And, that reserve is kind of worth it if you're going to be fighting Ridley.
The third one is definitely in the law of diminishing returns, area, but energy is energy. As Ace was doing some missiles, and then he's like, I have 3 current supers. I don't. Well, 3 current supers is enough for the 2-3 quick kills, so he actually did want it.
I mean, he could do the quick kill right here. It's just really hard.
See how practiced you are at the missile quick kill.
To do a missile-only quick kill.
I've been peeking at some of these people that are still running hundo after the tournament's completed. I'm seeing 2-round Phantoons without super missiles. They're just. So yeah, Prof went to E-Tank first, safe scummed it. He's been finding a lot of missiles this seed. Like, he has, 50, 55. And he's probably skipped, 30, at least.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? To get to East Meridia, he's got to go all the way back to Green Brinstar because we know Lower Norfair connects to East Meridia.
Well, it does. This is, again...
So he's going to have to
an interesting
so if
map.
he doesn't find Varia, although it's likely he's going to find Varia here. I think that's a high likelihood.
I mean, yeah, if it's not here, it is in East Meridia.
Yeah.
So we will see. It looked like either he was waffling between 2 strats or he just messed up what he was going to do. But yeah.
I thought he was going to skip this missile for a second. 2 majors with this items left. I totally would not skip this at all.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to end up going to bowling and there's only one of the majors there and then you're coming back to Attic. The reserves, they're sentient. They're calling your name, man. It's how it is.
How we got the scope. Pick it up.
I mean, yeah, with completing the microwave and you have not done Meridia.
Might as well. You're right there.
Right there, yeah. I mean, it was an annoying X-ray to get, but it was.
I mean, that pickup right there will save time on Dragon and Batoon anyways.
Yep. There is some
reserve safe lives.
Some heated debate behind us about the efficacy, the brilliancy of the reserve tanks.
So, you know, 3 reserve tanks, that's over 18 seconds of fanfare.
Yep. He does not care that he picked up that missile because you don't want to go up there and not pick that item up if you check it. So he scouted this maze item from below. So we're going bowling. See if we can.
So Grim David, Prof is not in a bad mood. This is just what he looks like when he plays.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's had some reactions to some pickups, especially the missiles as Ace.
Ooh, Ace waffling on the X-ray beam wants it. Though.
Waffles more on the X-ray than the reserve tank. just gonna throw that in the universe. Yeah.
Now can't confirm Prof was in a very good mood this morning.
Yeah.
We've all been hanging out, having a really good time here this weekend already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect Ace to skip this bowling because you already came this far, and he's doing the major minor thing of checking this initially. I guess it would save you the time of looking at Sky Missile, but in full, Tracy likes to say this, especially in SMZ3. It's better to just kind of check this on the outside, and it is Spring Ball.
So Varia and East Meridia, and East Meridia connects to Lower Norfair, so that's pretty interesting.
Yes, indeed. Like we said,
and Ace still has that trek back, still has to do Craig's Lair for Phantoon, so I think Prof has quite a mighty lead at this point.
Yeah, a distinct advantage here. Like I said, the powerbomb situation, I think so because he went past the powerbomb block and then came back out, he actually could have done it. It was just scary because he couldn't check the item, which kind of didn't need to, but I don't know. He was worried about it, and probably his health was low. Like you said, his health's below the whole seed. So
I know, but I think when he goes back and realizes it was Kraid there, or it was Phantoon there, it'd be a little bit of a bummer. Plus, honestly, I think it would have been worth saving going for the boss, because if it's Phantoon or Kraid, you're very likely going to get enough power bombs to get out.
Yep.
Drops, very likely. But again, he was probably thinking, well, if this is Ridley or Dragon, I can't do this fight. So I don't know. It's hard to decide what's the right or wrong call. When you're actually racing, things look different.
Especially when, and I think he did it on the way down to, he didn't know, what was at the bottom and how the portals were going to look and stuff. And he's doing a little bit more standard play coming here first, saving the door transition if the major's here. But Prof was like, gravity's closer, I'm coming here. And then that worked out a little bit better. Just a little bit of a, it's different how people look at things. Oh yeah, Prof doesn't know Varia's not here.
No, he doesn't know. So, but he's going to figure it out really quick. So he's going to see this double jump here.
I said it's a hard item to avoid. Just how it is.
So eating that fanfare there, going to find Spazer. Yeah, I forgot Prof hadn't seen this side.
No, not only does he not know that Varia's not here, he doesn't know Lower Norfair is here either. So, I mean, like I said, because Create is outstanding, it's, probably, like I said, Prof's lead's still pretty good. But they do have to go back to Green Brinstar to go back to East Meridia. Like, that is the case for both of them. So, and it's not close. It's really not.
Yeah, every once in a while the portals line up really well, but not usually. So let's see.
Yeah,
so we got to go to East Meridia, and then Lower Norfair. Then we probably go, I don't know. Then what? Upper North.
So this goes to Red Bryn, and he's gonna be right at above Kraid, and then he can. So he really should, because I think he should know the whole map at this point. Go kill the Kraid's lair boss right now. Hopefully he can. You just saw him doing a little bit of farming. But after that, actually Green Bryn's right here at the tube, so Ace is close. It's actually way closer than I thought it was, especially because Prof is farming right here, and he knows. He just saw the two majors, right? So he knows that there's nothing else here. I guess he wants this transition. He doesn't want to use his ammo to Crystal Flash. But the farm is going terribly. Like, I don't know what it is, but he's
all
not been.
Small energy.
Yeah, just small. So yeah, maybe even Ace is in the lead. Arguably,
Wait,
like.
So Prof, where is he?
He hasn't. Well, yeah, the items are interesting. He could be trying to skip Varia. It's a risk because we don't know Ridley's not vanilla.
But he knows where all the majors are.
Yeah, again, like.
And there's only one E-tank here.
It's tough. Like, I don't know, right? despite being, within very close proximity, my mind reading, it's not working. I don't know, but it's tough, Like if you'd seen Ridley, the various skip is very much on the table. But like you said, there's not a ton of E-tanks, and you did need more power bombs, and he did get that. But again, we're gonna go back to farmland, and it didn't go well the first time. But he needs to check the portal, right? Like that's pretty non-negotiable here, and that's gonna be brutal. He's not gonna like that and I feel like he should have pretty good map knowledge. But I don't know. I don't even know if it's complete enough for him to know. Well, he definitely doesn't. He hasn't seen Lower Norfair, right? So it can't be as complete. But he could know that it might have to.
Well, he might think that transition could go to Meridia.
Yeah.
At this point, he wouldn't know that the front of Meridia isn't connected to Lower.
Well, if all he has is two Lower Norfairs and. Well, if all he has is two Lower Norfairs and that East Meridia, he would know that it has to be a pass through. But I don't know if that's all he has left. And yeah,
don't mind me. I hear myself on comms, and I know exactly why I place the way I do in these tournaments. So.
Who's wavering?
This has given Ace actually
really
the time that he needs to catch up from not having done this.
No, yeah, I think he is not only do I think he's in the lead, I think he's in the lead by over a minute because he's right next to Green Brand.
Yeah,
Ace. Yeah, and he gets to microwave Phantoon. I didn't even remember that. They both got the Dragon ability, benefit. He got this benefit too. Didn't quite get the run around. A little bit of a weird vertical shot. We're gonna get the right mid. Yes, good Phantoon. I think you can super now. Yeah. And I think he's miscounted something. He it didn't really register and said that he saw both in the majors.
Because right, I've totally done that before.
I don't know. Well, that was his last location, so he definitely should have known that was the E-tank because he hadn't seen it yet. But I don't know. We're gonna have to talk to our runners. But yeah, like I said, because Ace is literally right next to Green Britain, it's just down at the tube.
I wonder if maybe Prof is just not understanding routing. I don't know.
He
obviously clearly forgot that he saw those two majors already. There's no other reason he would have had to go through all that.
Yeah, and like I said, if he knows that has to be one of the sides of Lower Norfair, not checking it is totally fine. Because if all you have is those 4 doors left, you know that you can't, you can't loop Lower Norfair on itself because then you couldn't get in. So we're gonna have to see. But yeah, in the meantime, Ace is gonna be tubed to Green Brand, and he's gonna be in the East Meridia. And like I said, this goes to Red Tower, but it's maybe the top. Is that right? Yeah. So. Not a super duper huge lead, but it's a decent sized one. It is the left one. He's reading his tracker. It's the left one.
You don't want to go through West.
You do not.
This is quite a convoluted map, actually.
It is sometimes the confusion of the visual appearance is a little bit deceptive. It's actually pretty cool. Not the case here. Yeah, this one's all over the place. Especially that kind of usually happens when you have one of the 2 portal boss transition locations goes to another 2 boss. Well, actually, the 3 that aren't dead ends are all 2 portals. So that's just kind of how it is. So when one of them leads to the other, things get crazy. Yeah, the E-tank loadout for both of them. I think they're both at 4-3, which is not the greatest thing anyone's ever seen. There's 4 here. This is where all the E-tanks have been hiding.
So you got all the E-tanks. Varia's going to be here, and either ice or high jump boots. So we got 2 majors here. We already know where space
or grapple. That's the other outstanding major.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
We got 2 in Lower Norfair. We got 2 here. Like we said, Various here. High jump, ice, grapple. That's what we don't have. We've had these early speed, no high jump seeds twice in a row. Give them some. High jump was very early last seed. They just didn't go there.
Maybe you have to get ice beam, and then ice clip in the shack too.
It is a non-zero chance. That is for certain. We're just gonna be hoping. We're definitely hoping this isn't Ridley, but if it is Ridley, that's one fewer of these checks that can be that can be varied. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably the safest play is to just kind of get the items first, just in case. Because I mean, we saw it last time on Ace, right? Like it was a doable Ridley fight, which is a doable Ridley fight here. But if you have Varia, it's not a doable Ridley fight; it's a Ridley fight that you just do.
I don't know. So me personally, I wouldn't check the sand pits. I would go check the aqueduct items. I'd go fight Batoon, and then I would probably go to the boss. I don't think I would check the sand pit. Although it's probably a good idea to check at least one. I don't know. I think I would just go.
Yeah, so once again,
I would do with 4 and 3. I would do the Ridley fight if it was Ridley. So I would check these items, get the boss out of the way, and then kind of decide where I'm going to go after that. Knowing that the front of Meridia is back of lower Norfair, so this is what I would do. I would go do Batoon, check out the boss, do the boss, and then come back to the sand pits before I head down to lower Norfair.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're on different sides of these schools of thought, but the good thing about, if Fairy is in the sand pits and you do it second, is that you need to be exactly right there anyway, because that's where your portal is. So it's not too punishing, like I said. It's just, if you put yourself in a position where, it's Ridley here, and, you have to manage your resources, and, Props, he's had a million supers forever. Ace, he just got his 35th pack, which is a little bit more comfy.
I said this last round, and Ace had trouble on Ridley, but at 4 and 3 with this much ammo, Ace really should not have trouble on Ridley, and has actually already done that fight in the last race. So
look at those missiles, all stacked in a row. I mean, I think his health's completely full, so you were gonna get missiles and not power bombs. That makes sense. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Prof agrees with you, if Prof agrees with Ace, or if anyone agrees with me. And it's like, you know what? A good amount of these items are here. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. An E-Tank find would be great, and we haven't seen one yet.
An E-Tank find would be great, but again, Prof can fill up on the bugs. This is going to take a little minute.
Yeah, especially, I mean, we don't have the farm beam, so you're probably getting in there and you're screw attacking them.
But I mean, look at this. We're almost 52 minutes in, and really only separated by about a minute and a half.
And how did we get none of the 4 E-Tanks? That was another that was a secret benefit of my play, and it's Dragon, so it's not really defined.
It's Dragon, so
it was another secret benefit of going sand pits first, even if you don't get the Varia because it's at plasma beam. You would have gotten an E-Tank, especially for profit refill. I mean, you kind of have to refill here when you run by Batoon E-Tank, and it's not an E-Tank, and that's those drops. Did you see? He got like 2 E-Tank. He got like 200 health from that. That was beautiful.
That's awesome.
And you got pick up the health drop. You're all good. It's early. We were all up late last night. Oh my god, he's not. Oh, that is. I mean, it's gonna work out, but that's risky. Because these bosses could have been vanilla, and they could have been not. They could have swapped with each other. It didn't matter.
You can tell. Like somebody was asking before if Prof is in a bad mood. I wouldn't say Prof is in a bad mood. I would say Prof is also not happy about the choices he's made in this race, primarily over the last 20 minutes. Like, I think he started off very, very strong and then started doubting a lot of his decisions. There's another one of those E-Tanks. So, dude, please, let's find ice and then Varia at Shack Tool. Oh my gosh, I want that to happen so bad.
So
I want to see an ice clip.
A secret other thing.
With X-ray, it's free, but still.
There's a secret other issue with, if you do this way, and like I said, not only were there like 6, things on the countdown that we could have seen, but we found one of them. Like, plasma is best to do now, right? But you're not going there now. But if that's the answer, it's like, if you had the sand pits done, and it's down to Shack and plasma, it's not too bad from the two. Actually,
I would go plasma first. Because if it's what you want, it's too long to go to the sand pits first and then go all the way back to plasma. Because you just take Cack Alley right here. So I think this is the way to go.
Yeah. I mean,
I know it's 1 item versus 2 in each pit, but 2 majors outstanding. There's a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, I want to reiterate. It's hard to make that choice, and there's definitely not a right or wrong choice. It's just like it's the thing that we like. It's the unspoken rule of random, right? Like, there's always a right decision. You just can't know it, right? You just gotta, play the odds, play the field, play the seed, play the player.
There's always the right decision, and it's never the one I made.
Honestly, I feel like I've I've made bad gameplay decisions in a lot of these seeds. My routing, it's been pretty all right. I feel like I've gone where the items are pretty all right. But yeah, we're gonna get a plasma check in full randomizer. Like, how often do you get to say that? I mean, of the 3 non-varia
Right,
majors,
so
I'm happy we got high jump.
Got to be in the sand.
Got to be in a sand pit, yeah.
Because otherwise, because that would have to have been grapple if it was going to be at Shack Tool.
Yeah, grapple or ice. So shout outs to high jump. I mean, oh, and somebody lived to tell the tale.
Bottom pirate. I thought he'd only hit him once.
So
still,
yeah.
Actually, if Prof goes and checks the sand pits now,
high jump saves a lot of time.
That'll save a lot of time, and that could bring us. That could save all.
I mean,
that could save all the time that Ace.
I mean, it's gonna he's gonna get Varia first unless they pick different sand picks and Ace picks first. But even then, I don't know. It's gonna be close. But high jump is a really good item, man. I don't know.
That's true, movement wise, especially with speed. But you might be right. Prof going here versus Plasma could be a big game changer. I don't think if Prof finds Varia first, I don't think high jump is going to mitigate movement enough to give Ace an advantage that he would need to be Prof. Because movement wise,
whoa, he could also just not go get it. Oh well, I guess.
What is he doing?
I mean, he didn't know which side of Lower Norfair that was. I said that, but like we said, he's been like you said, he started off real strong. He's not only have decisions not worked out, but he's been a little bit, on the fence. Which way am I going? And we did pick different sand pits, right?
Yeah, I like checking left sand pit first. But let's see how this turns out. Here it is.
Energy tank.
And
an energy tank.
Prof, it's got to be.
It's got to be over there. No, it's not. How are we getting checked to him too?
I knew it.
There's some ooze behind us. If you could hear that in the cam.
So this right there, so that puts Prof ahead because Ace has to go all the way around to get back to this pit. So Prof shaking his head, not happy about that. I do like the change, so we just go here, it just kind of loops around, but this is still a little bit of a hike for Ace to go and get that Varia suit. But maybe with the high jump boots, it could be close because I would say it'll bring back 20 seconds.
All right, let's see how far we have to go after this. So I think you probably just want to go out the front of Lower Norfair, maybe. If you're going out the front of Lower Norfair, that's a good place to have high jump because
so Tourian is in criteria,
right?
So you want to get to green Brinstar or top of red Brinstar. Okay. So whatever gets you there faster.
Okay, my quick look has given me no answers. There's not a okay. So front of Lower Norfair is.
I would go front of Lower Norfair. I would go out that way, and then I would take Croc Escape back to Criteria.
Yeah. And then you're right next to it. That's the good way. Okay,
that's probably the fastest way.
Took me way too long to see that. Thank you.
Because otherwise you have to go to Green Brinstar from back of East Meridia, and so you'd have to go all the way through Meridia, and then go to Criteria, and then from back of Morph, and then go all the way up. So I think the way to go is just go out the front of Lower Norfair.
Front, you end up in Norfair, then you go to Croc, and then you're there. So yeah, it's like you said, it's a sandpit choice.
The race is going to hinge on what decision. Yeah, sandpit choice, but also
and
how
plasma.
they route to Tourian.
Yeah, I mean, you have to see that path to have a chance in this race for sure.
Yeah.
Unless neither of them do, I guess that's the other option. Ace is looking at items.
What he's looking for? Maybe he's looking for.
I mean, if Ice was like right there, or
so
Hoda Ruby.
C on the way down. Maybe take a quick peek at it.
Yeah, I mean, like if Ice is here, or if Ice is like very few places. If it's exactly Ice, you're happy, right? But that's tough. And again,
Ice is likely to be at GT.
We got this. This has been a close one, right? And we know how close the last one finished, right? Like they both know that. So this was definitely taking longer.
About just as close, though.
It really is. And if we don't find Ice, we gotta hope for.
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't find, like I said, if we don't find Ice this time, they have the charge beam, so they can. And especially, Prof has a billion ammo this time, right? So really not gonna necessarily have to worry about that, but. Yeah, we gotta see how this one goes. Prof did not do plasma, so he saved quite a bit of time, and he also picked the right sand pit first. That was also the key. If they go to the same sand pits, we're neck and neck right now, right?
I know, right?
And again, Ace wants Ice Beam, and he gets it. That could matter.
I mean, if Prof does not look for it on the way out, this, you know, that's a faster Tourian for Ace right there. That's more damage output on his beam. If Prof just decides to go mode this and go right in, I don't know if that's enough to make up the difference, but it's certainly going to help out a lot.
It really is, and especially, I mean, you know, not only are you going to have the slow, you know, Metroid moves because you don't have ice beam, but you're also it's speedless, it's high jump with speed movement, so it's awkward. So yeah, things are not yet decided for real. Like this is something. I mean, I don't think you check shame on the way up if you didn't on the way down. So I really don't think he's getting that ice beam.
But I also think high jump boots this late, getting that, like if Ace had it for a much longer period of time, it would close the gap a lot more.
And you're seeing it right there, no. High jump boots.
Yeah, that is true. This room in particular right here.
What did I just say? You try to wall jump, you get the best D boost you've ever seen in your life. Oh my goodness. And yeah, both of our runners had plenty of supers. That was the one thing where Prof could have saved time if, you know, the current ammo wasn't super high for Ace.
Yeah.
You know, supers are the fastest. If you've been seeing the latest developments in the 100% run where, you know, we're shooting missiles in Shack Tools 4 just to get better super drops in places.
And you were 100% right. Prof is not going to get that ice beam.
Gets the speedball. Nicely done.
So we'll get a chance to see how much ice saves. So ice will help with Zebskip. Ice will help with the Metroids. Prof is going to have to power bomb all the Metroids.
Ace, why are you checking this?
Ace, go home.
Why are you checking this?
All right, so let's see which way let's see if Prof routes out the front.
Yeah.
So he's got enough energy to do reverse amphitheater.
Yeah, especially with the reserves.
He is going, so he's going the correct way.
Gets the space jump missile D-boost.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Ooh, and I don't know if, like, on the way in you actually wanted to, you know, do the space jump against the wall, but he didn't. But, you know, you got gravity. Yeah. He didn't mess up his shot there, so he's fine. And then people say that going up is better, and that's what he does.
Yeah, with screw attack,
with space and screw, I think it's probably about level. Just because this room's a little bit annoying, right? Because I mean, you have to kill enemies, right? That's the thing. But
you don't have to kill them all, but there is a specific number to open that door. Yeah. I just don't know what that number.
I mean, I assume it's as many enemies or it's down here because you can come in that door and not be able to kill the other ones. So that's my assumption.
Good point.
There are a lot of things that Deer Force knew that we claim that we don't know. That they definitely knew about that one.
So if Ace goes the same way Prof does, he's got a chance.
Yeah.
If he does not.
Oh yeah, if he doesn't, it's like 4 minutes out of the way or something insane like that.
So this is going to come down to routing, and
he knows.
He's good.
So yeah, we're gonna see ice beam and high jump. They're gonna have to put in some work.
If execution is good for both runners from here on out, and well, Ace could do baby skip. Prof could probably do it, but Ace has a
He didn't go for it last time.
He didn't go for it last time, and he's got no high jump. Speed and high jump, Ace is
and we're going different ways in this room as well. I don't know if this matters, but it is different.
It's not going to matter enough, but I think with space jump and screw, I think this is faster than what Prof did. It's got to be. This is so cool. This is going to be at least as close as the last match was.
Yeah, if not closer. This is we're coming in.
It has the potential to be closer, but it's all going to hinge on just routing. Again, I think Ace knows where he's going.
I mean, yeah, from here it's free because you're coming over here.
Criteria.
It's the two criterias that are right next to each other. It's beautiful.
Wait a minute.
Or no, you have to run across criteria because it's a crap.
Where's Prof going? Is he going to Red Tower and then criteria?
Oh, yeah, he is going a different way.
That might even be faster.
Hold on. Elevator goes to Meridia Escape.
I think that's faster.
Meridia Escape goes to Moat.
So he's going to be at the top of...
but it's 2 more elevators.
2 more elevators?
But you don't have to run across criteria.
Yeah, but look, he's already going to be right there. He's going to be at Moat, and
he's going
to drop down. So that's faster than what I thought of earlier. So if Ace goes the same way, good. Let's see.
Well, I mean, this is the way that you would go for either because Croc is down and Speed is that way. Yeah, I'm not sure how different it is, and I haven't been keeping track of any time key. We're just gonna have to see how far they are apart at Tourian because I didn't see lower Norfair doors or anything like that. So yeah, this is a.
So Prof is entered Tourian at 104.21. So I think he needs more than a 30-second lead.
And yeah, baby skip. If Ace can nail that, and I know he's capable of it, that's a big time save.
See,
Yeah,
Ace,
see, we're
Ace
already
is
in
going
crate
the way I
Syria.
thought. He's
Yeah,
going the way
I
I
don't
thought
think
originally.
there's
This is
much
slower.
difference. I don't. If one is better than the other, I really don't think it's by much. Because like I said, it was you had to go up Norfair elevator and you had to go up Red Tower elevator.
That's true.
That's the thing. So yeah, Powerbomb Metroids.
We're at
He's got
30
15.
seconds.
I'm happy about that, honestly. If
Yeah.
if this had been a worse Powerbomb seed and we're out here, hoping for luck.
So we're about a minute difference between the runners, roughly.
Yeah, I mean, Ice Beam for the Metroids, High Jump for the Movement.
So less than a minute apart. It's like 55 seconds apart.
And we don't know. I mean, who knows what their ammo's going to look like and what they're going to use. So supers and full beam are the same thing, but Prof does not have enough supers to only do supers. So probably slightly faster on Mother Brain, and also Mother Brain 1's more comfy because you can freeze. This Mother Brain. We're in Metroids 3 and Ace is just getting in here. This is close.
This is close. Prof has no Zeb skip,
But he's got speed Zeb skip.
Does he?
He just has to nail it, unlike last time.
Oh, speed. So I wonder how many times Prof will go for it before he resorts to just firing missiles. I think he'll do one attempt, and then if he misses it, I think he'll shoot. But again, if Ace gets baby skip, that's huge.
It really is. And Metroids
look
3
at
were
how
done
fast
before
he's
Ace
already-
started. Yeah, and he's going to catch either. The baby's going to be on the screen at the same time, more than likely.
Come on.
A little bit of hiccups
really
there.
Oh, God, I want a game 3. Come on, Ace.
Sorry,
Prof.
The baby skip is crucial. I mean, if Ace gets baby skip, and then more comfortable escape, too. We saw the nonsense that happened in Parlor for Prof last time. Speed, no high jump. We talked about it every single race, because every single race, it's more terrible than the last.
Oh, my God. We're like... This is crazy. Come on, Ace.
Yeah, it was not a definitive thing. Like you said, there was a bunch of items on the left side of Lower Norfair that we were never going to look at. And Ace was like, I want to look for ice, which you definitely didn't have to. Debatable decision, right?
Oh, no.
That's not going to work, right?
Good.
If he fixes this, he's a
got
G.
it. Come on.
What on earth did we just witness? AceZer0, you monster.
Oh, this is so clutch. Let's go.
This is how you win an SMZ3 qualifier while doing GT in Fast Ganon. You're just that good.
Oh, my God. We have near sync.
He's ahead. And he's got Ice Zeb skip, which is just easier.
Oh, my God, dude. This is coming down to escape.
What a monster. AceZer0 in the flesh. It's the silliest baby skip anyone's ever seen in their life, too. All right. Just get it first try, Prof. I want this to be as close as possible for as long as possible. Down back for free. First try. Let's go.
Oh, my God. That could
Mother Brain 1. He's going to save some more time here on Mother Brain 1 with this Ice Beam. Nobody likes avoiding these things. And shooting them just makes them come right back.
Just jump in the...
Jump in there.
Jump in the hole.
Yes, he was trying to get in there.
Oh, my God. This race is sick.
What an absolute slobber knocker we've got on our hands.
I would say in slobber knockers, I would say like in the last, shout outs to hockey, I would say within the last 20 minutes we really saw the race kind of come together, but for like the whole first half of the race it looked like Prof was going to walk away with this one.
Especially with that crate area inefficiency from Ace. Well, both races, right? Last time he died to Ridley, this time he just kind of went in there and was like, eh. So absolute craziness.
You want to talk about the number 4 and 5 seed coming together. These are the kind of races we want to see.
Absolutely.
From number 4 and 5. So I'm super excited that there's a high likelihood we'll get a game 3.
And Ace, I'm very jealous because you saw Ace. He was, he had his charge, and then he just turned around twice because he doesn't use moonwalk.
Yeah.
And it looks like while I was watching Ace, Prof may or may not have taken a double hit catch up, but he's fine. Especially with the 3 reserves, but you're not having to dip into those. That's some time. But yeah, holy moly, we're so close right now.
Let's see if I can see. Looking at the restream, seeing if I can see that catch up hit. I think Prof is going to be livid. When this result is in.
How long did he stand still at the top of Norfair elevator at that one point? Yeah,
even that one thing.
But checking like wave and speed and
And all
the
the
cathedral
farming and-
missile and the fire, yeah.
I really want to know why he went. Was he looking for instincts, or was he looking for it? Because he knew double jump and spacer. He knew the last two majors, but maybe he forgot.
Yeah, I mean, you could forget. You could be. I mean, various skip was a theory. Like I said, the E-tanks were all the E-tanks were buried where Varia was, so it was like not a really good thing. And the power bombs. I mean, Ace had 25. I don't know where he got those. The Prof didn't.
And Prof only had 15, so he would need a significant amount of E-tanks to have done that Varia list. So I don't know. I think he just forgot that he saw those two majors. It can get hard when, like just a second race with these settings, full rando now. Imagine going into a third race, the seed bleed is real.
Oh my goodness! It reminded me of last year's summer tournament when
we're like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
apart,
it's so close.
Maybe less.
But I mean, Mother Brain 3 is also easier with high jump, right? You can get the consistent 4. But last summer, Nevdi versus Audra, they had like 3 back-to-back-to-back full countdown seeds, and that was before we played a lot of full. And it was just like, how do you do this?
Ace is not having a strong one. You know what? Honestly, high jumps. You were talking that high jump, that movement, that might actually be what saves Ace. Having high jump boots.
Yeah.
Because Prof, we're still about 3 seconds right now.
I said high jump was faster on this one. I don't know that he saved any time. Over Prof.
It's going to save time on the escape.
For sure.
I mean, just think about how crappy Leodoc's room is.
Yeah, Leodox and Parlor, those are the huge ones in him.
So,
I mean, Ace is in there first. Oh, you don't want to mess that up. This is,
I can't believe how close this is.
For any SMZ3 fans out there was a match in the online tournament. SMZ3, the 2.5, 3 hour game, 5-second finish.
Wow, that's
Spark block. Fortunately, that's not going to cost him, but especially when he sees the hand go up, he's going to be like, good grief.
That didn't cost him the race, but he might be thinking it did when he sees the hand race.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Good, really good. Oh, almost a really good Leodoc's room from ProfessorSchool there. That room is super hard going into this without high jump.
It really is. Yeah, hit. I don't even. Yeah, he doesn't go for his any sparks. He just does the easy one.
And that actually, Ace was kind of lucky that happened to Prof because Ace does not use moonfall.
It wasn't. We weren't 1 second apart. So yeah, Ace is. How are they both feeling right now? I think literally right in this moment. Yeah.
He's gonna be livid when this hand goes
you could see Ace's eyes on the thing. He's like looking up. He's like, is he done? Yeah. That was like a 1:12, like 18 or something. This is literally gonna be like 10 seconds. What a race! Absolute craziness.
I would be
shaking like 15 seconds, something like that.
GG's.
Insanity. And yeah, like I said, some indecision in some places. Looking at the map, those extra upper Norfair checks. It's hard.
That was a mighty race.
Yeah.
That was so good.
What a finish. And yeah, and they're all they're looking around, they're looking at us, they're looking down, they're like, we gotta do this again. We gotta do this again.
We got one more. So
at what cost?
I did say that, didn't I? So,
Kev Nastics guaranteed the SG volunteers. He was like, go into game 3, guaranteed. There was a calling your shot like Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna talk to these runners, and yeah, a little bit of time between, and yeah, game 3 coming right back at you. Absolute amazing series so far.
All right, so Webb, after that last match, actually the last 2 matches, how excited are you for this game 3 between these 2 titans of speedrunning?
There's always a risk when we do. We really like the best of 3 in our rando scenario, but when we do these, this is a pretty marathon race. We're doing 3 back to back to back. There's always a worry that the nerves and the exhaustion and the fatigue and just especially it's kind of fitting and fair that we end up here because both of them made some mistakes that probably lost them definitely enough time to lose the race. First race, Ace with the Ridley death, Prof with the Norfair issues in that one. So fair result, but you're not feeling great, especially when you're the one that happened 2 second as our runners are going off. We're gonna hopefully get this tracker. Our maestro over here, Justro, he's just gonna unclick every single button manually. 4 again. It's
3 races with 4 majors in criteria in a row. That's pretty outstanding.
That is something.
So what I would be worried about if I were both of these runners right now is seed bleed. You know, forgetting which items you have, even though the tracker, you might have your tracker right there, forgetting what the transitions are. By the time the 3rd race comes, I mean, I very rarely will ever do 3 seeds in a row because by then it's just really hard to keep track. So this is definitely exhaustion could be setting in. But fortunately, the first 2 seeds were relatively fast. First one was just over an hour. Second one was, what, like an hour and 12?
Something like that,
there.
yeah.
So, and the seeding, got the seeding right. 4-5 going against each other. And it is just as close as we could have hoped.
Are we shuffling the randomizer each time so the cards aren't in the same place? That's a great question, kids. We're gonna have to.
I mean, there is
have to
one
talk
more
to the
E-tank here.
people in the. Yeah, it was 4-2, 4-1, 4-2. We gotta see. Now I want to check with the other match that started at the same time, see if they had some high criteria matches. But those 2 people are both busy as well, so we'll see. But
They might have had a high criteria, but I don't think anybody's had the upper Norfair that they had in the first race.
yeah,
I don't think we're going to be seeing the 7 again this seed, but you never know.
I think I've heard people saying, like, you know, I mean, 7 is definitely at the higher end of the numbers you're going to see, but like maybe I think I've heard of 8 and maybe even a 9 somewhere. But
That's the first time I ever saw a 7. I've never personally played a seed with more than 6 in an area.
it's a lot of majors in a concentrated area. That's, I mean, we occasionally talk about, you know, some of the ways that items are handled with some of these randomizers, but in the dash, it's, you know, it rolls the items, and if it says yes to can you complete the seed within the logic, it's like go. It doesn't. I mean, in theory, it could put 16 of the 17 majors somewhere as long as Morph is here, right? That would I think that would. Imagine that you go into Green Brand and it says 16. You just like
I would just turn the game off and be like, all right, jet seed done.
you go to your local corner store and you say, give me
That's like when
give
you
me
go to one
one
grocery store
16.
and you find everything you need in one grocery store. You know, you don't have to go to like 3.
It's a dream.
That's a very adult thing, as you can tell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, comparing Super Metroid to a grocery store shopping center
Yeah.
and being excited about it.
Yeah. So this one, 2 supers down there. So no power bombs, no Billy Mays check, no portal check. We're all jump climbing, dueling on each side of the screen.
There is a fundamental difference between Prof and AceZer0 that we actually kind of hinted at, but Ace does not use Moonwalk, and ProfessorSchool does. So Ace, one of the holdouts like me that still don't play with Moonwalk on.
It definitely.
Rightly so.
It's tricky. It's a bit counterintuitive. There's definitely some parts where, like, you know, especially if you're like, if your strategy, like when you're doing good, doesn't involve turning around and then you have to turn around and you have to think about it. It's like, you know, because if you're thinking about it, it's just like, you know, crouch, turn around, you're fine. But if you're not thinking about it, it's like, I want to go right, but I'm facing left, and now Samus is, you know, doing her just best Michael Jackson impersonation.
You know, there's one thing I like about Dash that I also sometimes kind of bugs me when I'm watching. Like when I'm playing, I'm like really happy because you're almost always going to get supers, missiles, and power bombs. Like you're not going to go on those treks that you see in some of the Varia randomizers. You know that you'd play where you're like a hunt for your minor item. So Dash is more like a speedrunner friendly kind of randomizer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've been looking at the weeklies they posted, but it was a decently late super in one of those. But yeah, most of the time, like you said, you're gonna come out of, you know, lower Breadstar with, or I guess it's kind of middle Breadstar, retro Breadstar with 2 of the 3 at the very least. Just because, I mean, there's more minors than everything else, right? Everything else has 1 of them. So
for the sake of this randomizer, we're just calling this entire section criteria. So
yeah. Much more simple for the way that, you know, especially with seat restrictions. Yeah, I mean, we've been going back and forth. Like we said, Prof has been a very, you know, a veteran of the vanilla side of the game, so he's mechanically stronger. You know, we, you know, do a little hiccups, but then, you know, make up the time. Ace, on the other hand, much more of a rando player. He's also been playing some ROM hacks recently.
So an Ace is also, I believe, in SMZ3 tournament too here.
Yeah, I mean, he joined SMZ3. He also joined the Z3 solo, so he's a busy man. And E-Tank back there on a missile. So only 1 of the majors so far. Like the first seed, where again those power bombs, which neither one took to Billy Mays. Billy Mays could be hiding some goods here in this seed.
Again, like
4-1.
I said, 4 majors in criteria. I would have checked Billy Mays, but both of our runners opted out.
And Upper Norfair, we had 7, then 3, then 4. It was destiny, right?
Upper Norfair, a hot spot. None in Red Bryn, which Red Bryn, actually, for the last 2 races, I think we only saw 1. So 0 in Red Bryn. So, I actually like seeing 0 in Red Bryn because you can just kind of get to the transitions very quickly. There's not a lot of items here. Red Bryn is more like a hub for movement or a hub for locations. There's Tourian.
Yeah. It's a good place, more than likely, for Tourian.
So kind of like French Vanilla to where Tourian was last race.
Yeah, we'll see. Like you said, I mean, it's a 0 major, so you kind of don't have to do things. This early,
this down
yeah,
here.
I would do what Prof is doing. I want
Just
the
to
E-Tank
get-
that's
yeah.
here this early on.
I don't know if I would do beta PBs, but I would do this check because you got 2 items right here.
Shout outs to the Rando League team.
Yeah.
His teammates definitely in the crowd watching. Vile Plumes. And there's Lower Norfair at the middle of Red Tower. 0-1 there. So the goods are hiding somewhere.
There's your E-Tank,
yeah,
so.
I mean, yeah, that is exactly the outcome that I would want. And I think it was even a super at the first item, right?
You taking the super.
Perfect.
So, and that's really good too because, I'd be exhausted right now. You can see cross movement is not quite as crisp as it started off at, so hopefully he'll recompose himself. Ace is making his way through this seed very fast, but has no energy. And again, it's just been like Ace for the last 2 races. But let's hope this isn't Norfair, like here we go, let's die.
It's Lower Norfair.
It's Lower Norfair. Let's lose more energy. Ace, can you please farm a bug or something?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely some farm bugs here. He shot it. a little pat on the back as you walk by.
You can end up like hitting a crab here or something from West Meridia,
I was gonna say he's looking for Green Brent Star, but he did not get the tube check. Obviously, it's not in logic, but probably you would have wanted to do that. It's tough because it's like you want to get these 2, and then if you don't go there, then it's like you can follow tube. If you do tube early and it's somewhere you want to go,
but with no high jump boots, you only have 1 shot at the tube.
yeah. So he's just he says this is where I want it to be, regardless. Energy tank for free. So he's he's fine with leaving that for now. And 4 energy tanks here and 2 majors. One of them's double jump.
Double jump's really good, helping you avoid things like a CWJ, getting across the mode. Double jump's really good for, other items like in the Croc area. So I think that's a really good pickup. I think it's a good ad. I think of all the dash items that they decided to keep for this one, I think this was the right one.
Yeah, double jump, especially, this game, the movement system, it's all about conservation of momentum, and, space jump helps with
Economy
that.
of movement.
Yeah, space jump obviously really good for that, and double jump, it's a little bit baby version of that. As Prof, he does not want to leave this this isolated tube check, so he's going to check the tube, and I think he's just going to go back. And it's one of those things where, because double LN and Tourian here, it's actually a little bit of an isolated Red Tower comparatively.
He's too far right.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
I don't know. Knowing where Tourian is already, I don't know that I would have checked this too. But Croc is holding 3, so we're actually going to see a Croc fight this time.
That is massive.
Yeah, that is pretty big, especially since Ace, did not make that check. So this could be a suit for sure. This could have some really good movement here. Anybody who doesn't know how projectiles work, 1 missile is going to get Croc step back 1 step. Super missiles will get Croc step back 3. Prof doing a really good job at doing the missile supers right there. So it'll be an easy Croc fight. Although Prof does not have an easy way to get this E-Tank. Like, he can't do that now and make it back unless it's an E-Tank.
Yeah, I mean,
but
there
Ace
is an
with double
E-Tank.
jump.
But, when does Ace get back there? It's really, really difficult, right?
I think it's going to be a minute.
If ever. And the thing about it is, with 3 majors, there's a pretty decent shot that one of them is, going to get you over there good. It could be space jump. Obviously, it's not going to be double jump. Speed would be okay. Yeah, gravity or Varia would also be very good for that. So yeah, there's a decent chance one of them obviously grapple. That's the intended way.
And this is the first time we've seen Croc.
Yeah, it was
last races. Croc had nothing.
Yeah.
Both runners went in, went out. Croc actually went in twice. I don't remember. I don't have any idea why, but
yeah,
maybe we'll get a chance to ask him when this race is over if he'll even remember by then.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing about this. This is a strat that has gained some popularity recently. This
It's a
is
hard deboost.
This is not easy. You would not not know by the way what just transpired on your screen. And there it is. Beautiful. Because he literally knows he's going to green Brent next. You saw the head nod. He's happy about this for sure.
This was the right play right there for sure. So that tube giving Prof an early hope at a lead.
Yeah, for sure. And
that was a really sick deboost. I just have to call that out. That deboost is really hard to get the bugs to move when they're supposed to because they only move on screen and you got to kind of, I don't know, that was really sick by Prof. Really good stuff right there.
Yeah, and getting speed. He doesn't have to, do the green gate glitch and go around that way. He can just do the normal stuff. Here's the one non-major.
But it'll make it easier for him when he gets to Upper Norfair. If he doesn't have Varia's suit by then, he can just, go over to Bubble Mountain and clean up over there. It's things looking good for Prof. And also that's his Batoon access right there. So, assuming he gets the gravity suit, that's Batoon access with speed. So that's always kind of comfortable. I think that's one of those things that you're really hoping for early so you don't have to stress about it too long.
For sure, yeah. And you see Ace with only 5 power bombs here. He had to come down here and buy a charge beam to lay the power bomb to break those blocks as well as the spore spawn blocks. And I don't think he's done
and if anything good is that waterway, when Prof gets there, he's going to be able to check it.
Whereas speed X-ray, there's item number 2.
Yeah, one more check.
Honestly, in this scenario, I'm kind of hoping the E-Tank is vanilla, right? Because that makes it way easier to go there and go back. As Ace gets the last E-Tank here in green Brent Star. And,
screw attack.
Yeah, so it is a vanilla E-Tank. So, yeah, like I said, I think that's what you want. Especially if you spark there. You're just coming back for free, basically. And I think we're down to 50-50 tube versus, or no, I don't think he's done this this wave game, but it might be, tube missile and waterway.
See Ace if he takes damage to get set up here. So he doesn't. I'm trying to see how he sets up because I don't use Moonwalk either, and I sometimes have difficulty setting this up. But Ace gets it in one shot, like a pro. The wave gate setup is a little bit easier if you have Moonwalk engaged, but no problem for Ace. And that's without high jump boots, which is generally known as the harder way to have to do that.
When I was learning stuff, and I was like, well, I got to figure out how to do all these rando tricks, and I was like trying to figure out how to do wave gate. They literally put a visual cue right there, exactly where you would want it. It's beautiful. It's like, hey, just that little weird circle on the wall that doesn't need to exist, right there.
I don't know. Bootless lava dive is easier for me than the heckin' wave gate.
Oh goodness, you're a madman. So yeah, we're gonna see right now if that speed locks a major, and there it is. We have a major at Waterway, and Prof is gonna show it to us here in about 3 or 4 minutes. Ace, he's gonna be left wanting. As we're gonna get to a new area of the map now. So yeah, I mean.
Now, so Prof did not get a suit from there, so that's not going to burn Ace too badly if he doesn't make it. I mean, assuming he finds ice somewhere, he's going to do the same. He's got no power bomb, so he can't even get in. So
again,
literally
with the power bomb issues,
the same problem as last time, and there's really no good place to farm power bombs right here. So Ace is going to have to orphan that location for now. So we're not going to find out which boss is there for a hot minute here.
Yeah, I mean, it was 0-1, so again, the item's not going to burn him. But yeah, I mean, he's an SPZ3 player. He knows how bad 5 power bomb green Brent Star is. It's just not good. You saw the conservation and stuff that he was doing. But we got a wreck ship 2. And he's thinking about this because it's risky.
With double jump, I think it's, I don't know that I would.
Okay, you know what he should do? He should go back in that door and farm a power bomb. Yes,
bombs.
Thank you. There's crabs here.
Crabs.
Crabs are great. And then he can clean up that crate. And between one of these areas, you can almost certainly kill a boss, right? That would be rude.
Yeah, it was actually a heck of a good transition for Ace to find 2 needing those power bombs.
For a transition, you couldn't follow, yes. But here's the other thing. It's like, more than likely, he's probably going back through, and then he's going to hopefully find that Croc, and then that speed boost is going to pop, and we're going to see a huge head shake if that comes to pass.
Yeah, but we all know this boss is going to be Ridley or Dragon, for sure.
It was, first seed was Ridley, second seed was Phantoon. I mean, we'll see how well the deck was shuffled. That's what we've been talking about here in chat.
Nice movement there, by the way, from AceZer0.
Oh my god, that room backwards is impossible. I hate it.
So I actually really like it now that they took that block out there. I like it a lot better.
I run into every single enemy, literally all of them.
And reverse is bad without like screw attack.
So the missile's a missile. Ace very much would like another power bomb pack, which I mean, Prof is gonna shoot. Our Prof has the power bombs to check the name of that item, Waterway. It's not trivial, honestly. But I mean, if you manage things well, and like if you do what Ace did, well, doing what Ace did doesn't matter because you leave the room. But you know, there's enemies down there. I think there's zeros that drop power bombs in Waterway.
Yeah.
So if you do that early enough, you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's 2 zeros, and then sometimes the fish and the Puyos will drop power bombs.
Yep.
If you get that far. Well, yeah. Oh no, they don't have speed. Well, Prof has speed.
Yeah. And
I
it's
told you.
Ridley.
I said it. We knew it was going to be. All right, so Ridley there.
It's so tempting to try and go through wreck ship because, like, how likely are you to get burned by the other transition? Like, kind of likely, honestly, because we've seen all the red tower.
Well,
he doesn't know it's not to you, obviously, but
I don't know. I mean, you can do it. You can do it with double jump.
I
Right?
mean, according to some people, right to left you can do with nothing. It's just you can't get back.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would at least find high jump boots.
Yeah, like I said, it's tempting, but it's risky. It's really risky.
Yeah. I don't know. Ace has been doing a good job at taking the right saves, though. So it looks like he is going to go. Looks like he is going to go to wreck ship.
Well, you know why? He's out of power bombs again.
Jesus,
Like
I can't.
he has to go this way regardless, unless you want to farm to like 4% bugs. Like you need another power bomb.
Right.
This would make me go this way for sure. I'd be like, you know what, risk it for the biscuit. Find a double suit wreck ship, and I don't know. High jump is hell run behind the hell run.
I don't know. We haven't seen anything trolly enough yet. You know, this has got to be. This is race 3. This has got to be weird somehow.
I just want to point out to people for our logic, because of the way that the tube works, either high jump or gravity is the logical requirement. So this speed booster is behind high jump or gravity, one of the two. So what we find back here could be some big knowledge, or it could be nothing. It's a grapple beam. You're happy to have it, especially in boss
always
shuffle.
happy to have grapple.
But that is
I wonder if
not
Prof,
the case to the city.
I wonder if Prof knows bootless Dragon Escape with grapple.
I would guess yes.
So
Especially like you said,
it's
being
pretty much it's the same as with boots. It's just way harder. You have to be a lot quicker.
being one of the Zeb disciples, I'm very much expecting that to be in his wheelhouse. Yeah, this power bomb, it's cost Ace a lot of time, and also, you know, running back and forth through this without speed is also slower than what Prof is doing. So, especially if he ends up doing Croc, I mean, it's really, really hard to go back and to skip the major at Waterway, but we'll see potentially post Croc what the difference is here.
I'm just hoping that speed is not required. Like I could imagine, like you know, if like Varia or Gravity is speed locked.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely 2 more speed lock locations: the Main Street Missile, the Wreck Ship Reserve. Obviously, they're not going to be at Shaft Supers with our super restrictions.
Where's Croc? Croc is at Red Brinstar.
Yeah, 2.
So
That should be the next transition he takes, because
yeah.
otherwise he's literally going all the way back to the top to go back to Criteria.
So he might.
Yeah, Powerball selected. So yeah, I'm interested to see if this transition being what it is will maybe make Prof actually end up checking that box, because he just dipped in and dipped out of crate. But yeah, what is it? He's on 5-1. He's got 30 supers. It's like, it's in the realm of possibility, isn't it?
It is. He's got to find a. Well, you got the energy. You have the
injury
crate,
refill,
right?
and you have
So,
mini crate, which after your flow on supers will fill up your reserve.
I think
It's beautiful.
I don't know. I would go for it.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, we talked about it in Red Tower, right? It was a 0-1, but he got a super and an E-tank. And what do we find? We find Ridley. That's a thing. That's why, you know, Ace pulled ahead of here, especially, you know, he's been in here way sooner because of the lack of Croc. But we're back at Croc. He
Now
with the double jump gets to do this first. So
we'll see how many efforts, if any, Prof makes at this Ridley fight.
Yeah.
Because that was that was one of the differences in the first race between Ace and Professor, is that Ace took a Ridley probably. He had a Ridley death.
And literally the third race in a row where like Ace is gonna have some crazy, inefficiency because this is not in a good place for the rest of the season.
No, it's not.
Being in the middle of Green Tower or Green Brintstar, like.
So if Prof can pull this off, that's going to give him a significant advantage, but it could also eat up a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, if you die once and then you tilt die twice, that's bad. But yeah, I mean, double jump doing some good for Ace. You know, he got the E-Tank right away. He didn't have to do the D-Boost. Very stoic reaction to that speed booster. I'm not sure I would have been so even keeled.
It's because he wanted the Spood Beaster instead.
Shout outs to Salty.
Yep.
So yeah, here's what I said. Once you fill up on supers, you're gonna get all the health you could ever want here. So that's what I mean. He's preparing for a Ridley fight, and it is a Ridley fight. So
definitely within the realm of possibility. Prof just has to make sure he doesn't miss a super. It's 3 missiles or 6 missiles per super because supers do double damage on Ridley.
Yep.
So this is a doable fight. It's an uncomfortable fight. It's kind of like right at the bottom. Like I think 5-1 is the best I've ever done on a Ridley fight.
It is. It's definitely in the you can do this, but
I don't know.
If you take one hit or you miss one super, things are gonna go real Macy Gray.
Nice. Oh, Prof got that manip right there. So
Yeah.
this is in the bag.
He just has to. The grab has to go well.
And it does not. But don't get a tail. Oh no, Ridley, you jerk.
The grab has died.
He's good. He just. Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah,
don't.
don't.
Oh no, he should have just got picked up. If he had just gotten picked up.
Okay.
I think
Ace is trying really hard, by the way, to not use speed booster here, and it's not working.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. But
I mean, it double jump, right? You're experimenting, but yeah, just use speed booster. So
yeah.
I'm gonna give
Prof does
myself
this
credit
very
for that not being a commentator's curse because like it's completely soothless, really, right? Like it's not gravity where you have some damage reduction. Like the grab has to go well, and that's a skill for sure. Like I mean, he definitely did a good thing, but if you've been pogoing for that long, like there's always a chance that Ridley's gonna fly away wherever you don't want him to.
Well, I think if Prof didn't pause to fill up some of his reserves, I think Ridley was going right for the grab. But I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think it was a really good fight. It just unfortunately that last bit did not go well. But Prof looking confident, could do this again. Got all his energy. Loaded up. Actually, he's probably going to try to fill both reserves this time.
Oh yeah, because I didn't even realize he had 2 reserves.
Yeah, I thought it was only 1. It wasn't until he paused that I saw he had 2. So, come on, Prof, you can do this. And again, this is something that is just giving Ace time. Because once Ace gets out of here, well, Ace doesn't have that boss down either. So,
right, he doesn't have the boss down. He's not probably gonna get the grapple, which depending on where Dragon is, can matter. So yeah, for Ace, you want to see probably don't go back to Waterway and get gravity pretty soon. That's gonna be a good look. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Again, the manip Prof is. You can tell he's been putting in some practice on this, and yeah, if Ridley can stay here, yeah, that's the grab you want. That's
well
the grab you want.
So, and that was a nice little manip there. I don't know if that was an Otsu manip, but close enough. The screw attack and jumping and breaking spin at different times. Everything you do in that room kind of affects Ridley's movement there. So what ProfessorSchool was trying to do was to get Ridley to turn back around after he turned around, so that he could get him back into pogos to blast more supers quickly.
Yeah. I just want to point out, so everybody calls it the Aussie nib because Aussie used it mostly. I think Zenny found a good chunk of that as well. If you know Zenny's name, you probably know RBO. So yeah, obviously no surprise that he's.
I definitely attributed some Zenny strats to somebody else, and I think it bugged Zenny at one point. So I apologize, Zenny, if that's a you thing. But
it was found when he was like at the end of one of those grinds, so he like implemented a little bit, but like not a ton at the beginning. Obviously, he's been back to that category like 3 times since. So. That man is a grinder. Yeah, so Ridley's out of the way. Prof is not gonna have to come back here at any point. He wants this E-tank here. He he got another super behind Ridley, and we talk about it like we're a little bit into the seed. Our ammo's pretty decent. Ace somehow has more missiles, but an extra super. He's not gonna have to look for that somewhere else potentially. If we're like Ace is probably gonna want to be in go mode by the time he comes back to this Ridley, because there's not a major. So depending on how the rest of the map turns out, but yeah, ooh. Prof's doing the thing.
The thing? I'm sorry, I zoned out.
He's going to wreck ship.
Good plan.
He does not want to retraverse the entirety of this map to go back to Criteria, which is where Ace is. So once again, and I mean, there are we only found one of the 4 majors here, so there's some stuff here.
And potentially good stuff.
Yeah, and like I said,
some beams, maybe an ice beam, maybe a charge beam,
maybe one of the E-tanks.
high jump boots.
But yeah, like I said, this is a risk because this pops either side of. Dragon he could kill, right? So that's a plus of that grapple beam. So the boss here is killable, but if the atoms don't pan out in your way, and this is like back of East Meridia, front of East Meridia, Meridia map, something like that. This could be a long one because.
How many items were in Upper Norfair?
4.
4 items in Upper Norfair. So.
Well, yeah, and he didn't just go back there. I mean, I like getting more map knowledge, especially because it's single chamber and you can find better portals in there. But yeah, I mean, you have tons of energy, right? There's West Meridia, so that's a bad out for Prof Gone. He did not want to end up there, so Ace is telling us some things that are good for Prof. Funnily enough. So yeah, let's see what mode is. Shout outs to Double Jump here again. Don't even have to use your energy to spark. So yeah, as you saw, I mean, maybe you saw because I definitely didn't, but Prof no issues getting across the ocean right to left. It's left to right this issue, and there's East Meridia with 2-2. It's another bad option for Prof Gone. He's
yeah. So good routing from ProfessorSchool right there, but that knowledge is going to be helpful for Ace.
Yeah, I mean he's either going to Upper Norfair or he's got to go trek to meme route, and I think I'm going Upper Norfair. It's just it's right back where he was, unfortunately. Another power bomb. Would have been great before Green Brain. But you know what? There is an advantage to going down the meme route. You know what it is? It's Billy Mays. Because, shoot, there's almost no way. Yeah, there's literally no way it doesn't have one. No, we didn't get Old Mother Brown on the way down. There's like
I didn't see it was in back of Gauntlet either.
Back of Gauntlet, I think it might have had an E-tank, but not a major. Shout out to that Yappy Mall. But and he's. Surprise Prof is going here first and not to the boss. Because like I said, no matter what the boss is, assuming he's comfortable with the high doubles grapple, he can kill it.
Yeah, but I think it was smart to do this because if this had been gravity suit or high jump, it would just make Dragon a whole lot easier. So I don't mind checking here first,
I guess,
even though it's a little long.
Also, if this is an untenable portal and like you really don't want to go left right over there, Beast Ocean or whatever the strat is, you probably just want to reset back to a previous save. Unfortunately, it's probably pre-Ridley.
I wonder if this transition. Imagine this transition being something stupid like Lower Norfair.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, I was just talking about suitless for like you literally can't get out.
Jump.
Yeah, shout outs to space.
So
but
space jump will help Prof.
Lower Norfair is not going to. Ooh, and
top of West Merid, no items.
Well, we've seen. I mean, it would have to be like double. It would have to be like lower. No, we've seen both Lower Norfairs. I think he's safe to get out if he falls down west.
I want to see if Prof can do this grapple escape without high jump boots. So I'm voting Dragon here.
And yeah, and Ace is like, there's majors here, and I'm gonna get him. He's gonna save scum it though.
I like this save scum. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's a long way to go to not be rewarded. So, and we don't know what the portal is behind Morph either. So we could get that check as well. That could be something.
Yeah. And yeah, now it is
probably just an Upper Norfair transition, which would actually be good. I think Ace would like to be an Upper Norfair.
Yeah, for sure with the 4. Ace having second thoughts.
I don't.
Did he miss Mark as tracker? This is interesting.
I probably would have gone down there.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 items on the way down.
There's another Upper Norfair transition down here. So maybe.
Well, the one we've seen is here, but it's just.
Yeah, so he's just going to go the one he knows.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, like you were saying, there's items down there, and
4.
high jump beams, those would be great right now. It's not space jump, it's not grapple. We've seen those two.
Craig's a good boss find for ProfessorSchool here.
Yeah, but this is another thing behind either high jump or gravity, so it's interesting because that makes it less likely that I mean, we've seen space jumps. You already know one of the majors. Pretty unlikely the other one's gravity specifically. Very much that hasn't affected any of this logic. So yeah, we did find we came back here, single chamber, and we're checking wave. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm silly. Plasma was the first major and space jump was the second. So we already know the majors here. I just wasn't paying close enough attention. So yeah, Ace. No majors, no E-tanks, no power bombs over here, but he's at 65-30 right now. So gonna be looking to get to speed, do some farming. And yeah, I'm interested. I think left super I would definitely expect to be checked. Right super, who knows? But Prof says I'm here. These are close enough. I'm gonna get this. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. I mean,
well, he knows where the major is, so he's got to be looking for ammo right now. Because space jumps and maze missiles.
Especially another power bomb, especially would be great. But I mean, in my estimation, the chances of a double suit Norfair are relatively high right now. We've got 2 in East Meridian, so obviously that can either suit can technically be there, but Varia has a lot more locations, obviously. But we have not a lot of places. There's a
lot of E-tanks though, so not a big surprise that we might be finding some good stuff down here with these hell rounds.
Yeah, I think power bomb was a good outcome here. I think that's one of the you knew you weren't getting a major, so I think that's one of the things you were looking for sure. Maybe he was looking for another reserve for MST. But yeah, I'm even interested. Yeah, he's saving, which is interesting. I mean, obviously, well, we have the luxury of seeing all the stuff that Ace is seeing. He doesn't know he's safe to get out of West Meridian because of the East Meridian stuff.
Why is Prof not going for space?
I mean, yeah, it was a question. I mean, it's it's a little bit long. You have to do attic, and you do have double jump. So yeah, I mean, you definitely didn't have to.
This transition goes to West Meridian.
Yeah, West Meridian top.
Do anything there?
I mean, yeah, he's gonna be falling.
You can check transition. So maybe he was just saving there in case he gets stuck in West Meridian.
Yeah.
But there's no items in West Meridian.
There aren't.
Or was there?
No, because I hadn't even marked it, but I looked down and we've already found them all. So I think there's an E-tank, but no majors.
And it's only 1 E-tank, so you're going to be hoping that these transitions go somewhere. He's going to have to be hoping these transitions go to Upper Norfair. He doesn't want to go to Meridia.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially with grapple and he can do this.
Yeah.
This leads to criteria, so he's already out there. And then, actually, frankly, and he doesn't know this, and he's just going to have to get out. But more than likely, what he actually wanted, is he's gonna have to grapple jump if he wants to get back up there. But probably
this is gonna be really hard now.
Yeah, but I think actually for like the best routing, you actually maybe wanted to go to whatever's down here because it's probably business center, honestly. But yeah, we can see that he's more than comfortable with these high jump and scrapple jumps.
Yep, confirm that Prof has no trouble with those.
He's letting go just a little bit too soon.
Pickup from AceZer0.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it double suit Norfair was very much on the cards. Yeah, when he's messing this up because he's just letting go a little bit too quickly. He needs to, you try to save frames and you lose seconds. That's how it goes. So yeah, nice Varia spot here. I don't know if we've checked this minor, but yeah, Ace is gonna be looking pretty good. He definitely, if he hadn't checked it, he didn't check it again. So. I mean, he's checking this. We know this is criteria crap, but and he just saved there, right? So he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, Ace doing this Upper Norfair in a way that he's doing not all of the items before he does all the portals, which there's only 1 major left this time. I think last time we did it there were several outstanding, so makes a little bit of sense here. And there's the other side of East Meridia, so
Chad is pointing out that 2 boss advantage for Prof is pretty big, and I think that is a good advantage. But I think it also depends on how fast Prof makes it to Upper Norfair and gets his Varia suit.
Yeah, he's resetting.
He's quite a ways away from Upper Norfair.
Well, I mean, if he had stayed there, he would have gone through the same portal to get there that Ace did, right?
Did,
but
yeah.
he wants to see what's at the bottom of West Meridian potential, which, like I said, very, very decent chance that goes to Business Center. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's a way it doesn't. Frankly, they'd have to loop to each other. But that I don't even think could happen because that would cause Norfair to noodle on each other. So yeah, he's actually going to find Business Center here, which is worse, frankly. Unless,
it's definitely about as far away.
But there's also Croc, so he's fine. I was just thinking because you want you actually want to come in on the Bubble Mountain side, so you don't have to hull run to Bubble Mountain. Oh, but they have speed. It's fine. What did I just do? I messed this up.
So Prof also has a lot of energy. I mean, Upper Norfair is fine for either. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, nice shot.
It's a high missile seed. Like the super that Prof has that Ace doesn't is behind Ridley. Like where are all the supers? And 70 missiles already. Like,
I mean, it's not unlikely that this could end up in like an ammo hunt, you know.
And yeah, it's here.
There you go. You
I would save it Croc. You know, what did I say? Double suit Norfair.
Yeah.
I would have saved it Croc because I know I can. Like, if he can't get out of this one, which we know is no longer possible, but he doesn't, then he has to reset back to the other save that is at the top of West Meridian. So yeah, I would have liked that transition and been like, you know what, give me Croc. But yeah, like I said, this
we don't know where this one goes.
Yeah, this could go to meme route and we'd have the dumbest loop at the top of yeah, but it didn't. This was the most likely option. A really dumb
which is nice. I mean, Prof wants to be in Upper Norfair anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
There's your back. There's your back of morph.
Yeah, I mean, I like this check if he's gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, very, very likely a major. There's literally two at Billy Mays and one at Shaft. How did you get that unlucky? The first seed, yeah. First seed, high jump and charge. Shoot, it could be high jump and charge again.
Billy Mays holding.
You know what he just realized? He realized he can't get out of here. Or no, this isn't the the thing. I was thinking that was directly to Meridian map. I was wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Ace? I mean, Ace has everything, right? He just needs more ammo, but he needs to do stuff. So the best thing he can, he doesn't know all the map stuff that Prof gave us, and Prof doesn't know all the map stuff that he gave us. So what Ace needs to do is, I guess he needs to like explore West Meridian, and that'll make him find the other side of wreck ship, and that'll put him back to Crazy Lair eventually, and then he knows where East Meridian and Lower Norfair are.
That's never fun. And he's got to shoot it out again and fall down again.
What was it? Well, we know it's not a major because Ace found one, right?
It's a super missile.
But you would have wanted that if you could have, but now,
I would just abandon ship at this point.
Ooh, and Ace is actually going to get these 2 majors because honestly, he's probably going to be traversing from here, right? I don't know, because
are we going to see Billy Mays? I didn't even realize.
Well, yeah, because Mo was Forgotten Highway on the East Meridian side, so he can just do that now. Yeah, and Prof, I'm assuming, has a save because he's shaking his head. But, you could make it out on here. Oh, he's crystal flashing? This is... Wait a minute. Oh, Old Mother Brain.
Is that another reserve tank?
Yes. So I forgot Old Mother Brain was still a possibility. So I was wrong about the double major Billy Mays. I apologize to the people.
Well, we still haven't seen Climb Super.
Yeah, it's Climb and Old Mother Brain. That's where the 2 are. Those are the 2 you haven't seen. And, I mean, you could get both of them, right? Like, you're going up anyway, so...
I think with this amount of energy and also having Ice Beam, it would be silly to not at least check Climb Supers and see what's up there.
And, you have 20 and bombs.
Yeah, unless you
he's going back. Interesting.
Well, you know what? That's actually not a bad thing. He does need charge, but, maybe he's thinking that, Lower Norfair or something, he'll find... maybe he'll find enough ammo.
Oh yeah, well no, because he hasn't explored West Meridian, so it makes total sense he's going back. Because we have all the map information, but it's like a third from one runner and a third from the other one, the other third both of them. Like what each person knows. And yeah, the the scary thing here for me, for Prof, because I mean, especially because of the issues he just had, he may leave with that gravity suit. Because I mean, there's 2 in East Meridia. That was where Barrier was last time. And it's not necessarily the fastest thing. So I mean,
yeah,
decisions to be made for sure.
Well, he's got the gravity suit, so if he goes all the way to like Bubble Mountain area, I don't know if he knows that you have the East Meridia transition off of Chronic Boost. I don't think Prof has been on that side yet.
Right.
So I think there's a good chance he'll just shoot through their Frog Speedway and go after it.
Yeah. So you know, like I said, the late speed obviously it costs movement time, but never gonna go back for that waterway grapple. So Ace will be fine. He can speed kill Dragon. And we're gonna
The other
see what's
advantage
going
Ace
on.
is going to have is when he does meet up with Ridley, he's going to have his Mario suit.
Yeah, and it'll be I mean, this is when you want to do it, right? But it's still a little awkward because.
So do you still give Prof? Do you give Prof the lead with 2 bosses down, where
I
they
do.
are, or is Ace in a good position right now?
So there's a tricky thing, right? So Prof's literally already killed Ridley. Not only does he know where Ridley is, he's already killed him.
Right.
He could be considering himself in ammo or charge mode right now, and he might not get that Varia. And that, I mean, you know, if you don't know where it is, it can be slow to get it. But it's also like, you know, you are always going to do lower Norfair faster with Varia versus without. That is a true statement. You have to manage your ammo, you have to farm, you have to crystal flash, all that stuff. And yeah, look, he's here.
There's 2 majors here, so how far does he go through East Meridia checking?
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's a very, very real opportunity to not see Varia here for the first time this match.
Yeah, I actually think that Prof going to East Meridia as opposed to finishing that clear is what Ace needs to kind of catch up a little bit here.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Cause I mean, yeah, shoot, it's gonna be 2 bosses to 1, and then it's quickly gonna return to a 2-boss lead, 3-1. So
I do like this sandpit check from Prof right now. Just with very outstanding. I mean, we know where it is. He doesn't know where it is. So I think this is a good circumstance to check.
come around to my side.
Yeah, well, circumstances are different than the last time we were here, but no, I would do pits first here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think, you know, obviously he needs ammo, so it's not like he can stop checking anyway, but I think he's perfectly fine with, you know, there's another E-Tank. He's perfectly fine with either Vario or ammo here.
Doing a nice little Hoenn shuffle there to get that E-Tank.
And once again, Kraid is standing up here in his full glory.
Like the worst Kraid quick kill attempts this tournament.
It's hard. I mean, last seed he didn't even have the number super, so that's whatever. But yeah, it's not easy.
Actually, that E-Tank's pretty good, but every E-Tank ProfessorSchool picks up and every power bomb pack he picks up makes it more likely that he'll go for a suitless attempt down in lower Norfair.
And yeah, and I forget exactly what Prof has cleared out that Ace didn't. Well, no, it's Crumble Shaft and Ridley. Those are the supers Prof has that Ace doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're at 85-30. Like, give us some supers. I guess they're all in attic and bowling because that's where we're not gonna go, right? Maybe lower Norfair is chock full.
There's probably not enough supers for Gomo. They're gonna have to find charge or like 180 missiles.
Yeah, Chad's talking about it. Ace also scouted, so he should also know that. Yeah, just like Prof, he's looking for ammo because that's what he needs to go.
But here's the other thing: knowing that space jump is there, he's got double jumped as Ace.
Oh yeah, Ace is definitely not going there.
He can't be going up there. He's just got to leave right after.
Yeah, he's gonna do these two. He's probably not picking up the power bomb that Prof did, but
no, but picking up those missiles tell me that he's already thinking about making sure he has enough ammo.
I mean, 10-10 and he's good. Who doesn't love a 140 ammo go mode? Good grief.
That's what I shoot for, honestly.
So yeah, we're gonna see a Batsun fight here. Oh, I will note one thing. Yeah, for sure. That was very well done. Couldn't quite get the one round, but yeah, he's one super off. But yeah, Prof does not have bombs, and in a lower Norfair hole run does, it's very power bomb heavy if you don't have bombs, so they can save time. Power bombs, they blow up more box. Bombs, they break a lot faster. There's another E-Tank. Yeah, I'm really, really thinking we're not going to see Varia from Prof in this seed. It's just.
So do you think? He's going to go out of the front of Meridia and end up back in Upper Norfair. You don't think he's going to?
Is he?
I think so. Where else would you go? He's not going to go the back of it. He's not going to go back to Criteria.
I think he might.
Where would he go from there? So Criteria.
He would Criteria to Red Tower, and that's where Lower Norfair and Tourian are. They're both in Red Tower.
No, you're right. That's a viable path. I still think, yeah, because Upper Norfair.
I mean, he
doesn't really.
He has the loadout to be able to do it, like for sure. Like.
Well, knowing that it's not Ridley makes a whole lot.
Yeah,
makes a big difference
for sure.
But it is Phantoon, right? Phantoon is.
Well, no, we're about to see.
Or we're about to see. Okay.
Because I mean, we've already had 2 shuffled. So what's this?
So Phantoon.
So yeah, it is Phantoon. Phantoon was the better option than Dragon.
Yes.
Well, mostly. The good thing about Dragon is the small potential that there's an E-tank behind it. Which there's no item behind Phantoon.
By the way, shout out for 3 races, 3 completely different routes.
There's
each runner, different route for each runner, all 3 sets.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do these things, and we're seeing that, one way doesn't necessarily have to be better than the other. Every race, right? Like, both races, obviously, like you said, one runner made a mistake that cost one enough time to lose, but like, it happened both ways, and they were very close regardless.
Yeah, I think between both races, we're at about a minute of difference in time, maybe a minute and a half. And
somehow, by the dumbest things ever, Ace has 30 max supers, so he's farming mini crates at the 45-minute mark because we just don't have supers. And yeah, at this point, he's like, I'm just gonna use missiles. I can't refill the game. The first one was definitely worth it because supers are great, but yeah, we're gonna have to see at least 18 missiles.
I mean, he's probably happy to find Ridley with Varia suit.
Yeah, he's
can take his time. Whereas Prof had to be quick, and that death was brutal for Prof.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure what you don't want there. That isn't. I mean, maybe you wouldn't pick up a reserve. Well, he doesn't have charge.
Yeah, that's true.
Beggars can't be choosers. That's what they say, right?
You don't want it. You take it. You don't want it. You want something better.
For sure. Okay, so yeah, really looks very dead here. Nicely done.
He's going to swoop again. He's being a jerk.
Jerk. Oh, he wasn't dead. I was wrong.
Counting missiles on Ridley is so hard.
Okay, he's definitely dead now.
What a jerk Ridley is.
So Ace needs to get to East Meridia. His bosses are now 3-2. How does he get to East Meridia? I guess it's
Where does Ace has to go to East Meridia?
Yeah, I guess he's got to go. I guess Red Tower probably, and then you go back to Criteria. No, the routing. The routing is in.
This sucks.
If Prof skips Varia, the routing is very much in his favor, which is one of the reasons I think he does it. Because like I said, both Lower Norfairs are in Red Tower and Tourian. So we will see.
I still feel like Prof is going to go back to Boble Mountain and clear it. I hope I'm wrong, but
I mean, I'm not even sure that helps him. From his position, I'm not sure because like where he is close to what he needs to do.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. You're right because he could go to the back of Lower Norfair.
But you're right. He's going back to Norfair.
Yeah. So if he goes, he could go to the back of Lower Norfair, and he definitely has enough to do it.
For sure.
But I just think he's gonna go to Bubble Mountain. He's gonna get his Varia suit right now.
So Single Chamber was the first one we knew. So he should know every portal at this point. I'm pretty sure.
Now Ace is probably trying to find Lower Norfair now, right?
No, I'm thinking from prospect because I'm thinking he knows the whole map.
Yeah.
I think, which to me that's one of the reasons I'm thinking he would have just left there because getting back to well, you leave out Single Chamber and you're back in Criteria, so it's fine, right?
Maybe ProfessorSchool is farming here, and then he's going to go find Lower Norfair.
I mean, yeah. This also connects to Criteria, right? So it's not super duper terrible.
That's still a long way to go to get to Lower Norfair.
Yeah. But yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen because, like I said, the routing was really efficient for Prof, and Ace has to go through the back of East Meridia, and then he's gonna make a full loop. Forgotten Highway at the beginning, Forgotten Highway at the end. Because you definitely want to end with where Tourian is. You want to end with Lower Norfair here. I mean, because you're right here, it mostly doesn't matter because you get to come back anyway. Actually, hold on. Meridia escape back to Lower Norfair. Yeah, well, okay, I lied. He actually literally should have just done it right now. I forgot where he was coming into Red Tower from where he was. He should have done it to the right.
Yeah, Prof is picking up power bombs, so he is planning for Varia-less right now. But I'm telling you, he's going to go get Varia right now.
And we're going to see. I mean, with this energy, you could definitely get 2M back from Norfair Reserve, especially with Gravity. But if he doesn't go there and he goes to Speed instead,
he's going to go. There's 3 items here versus 2 at Speed. This is the play.
Yeah, so with
but I think Prof is going to be feeling behind when he picks up this Varia suit.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's going to think Ace already got, which is true, but Prof still has. Oh, dude, he's just leaving. Oh.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, even though I think he's. I was about to say, is he literally leaving? Because, like I said, single chamber goes out to the criteria, and that's how he can get back to Red Tower.
When he finds out how close he was to Varia's suit, like he could basically smell Varia's suit and just decided to.
And again, like I said, I mean, I've been saying it wrong the whole time this whole seed, but Ace, another routing inefficiency with the boss area. He should have peeked into Lower Norfair right there when he was there.
That's why I did not expect Prof to skip that check. Like, if you already go through that door, you might as well check all the items.
Yeah, and he's done with items. He's just gonna leave right now.
Yeah, he's just going for Lower Norfair.
Both our burners are gonna be like, they're both like, so Ace is in this room and that's
this
Prof's coming out that door.
Now.
Well, yeah, but Ace has to go through East Meridian. It's the long way. So,
you know,
I mean, Prof has to execute.
Just has to execute.
Yeah, and for the 3rd seed in a row, he doesn't have high jump.
True. Lower Norfair without a high jump is really bad.
Yeah, at least it's the back.
Yeah.
To back. I don't know. Okay. Ace is running around.
Yeah, Prof's going to Red Brim. Where's it? You think? No, Ace is going to Red Brim.
No, Ace. So Ace wants to do front of East Meridian. I just don't think it was any better. Like, I mean, especially when we were already in criteria and you did all of this. But I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously you like want to be in the front. And again, like, hold on, 85-45 is the bare minimum equivalent. So Prof actually doesn't need any more ammo, but Ace does. So maybe he wants the ammo there. But no, the ammo in Lower Norfair is better. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, routing is going to be costing Ace dearly here because, yeah, I mean, not only is Prof boss up, but he's just going to do back-to-back and then pop back up.
Probably, well, I would farm more if I was Prof. I mean, he's got a decent amount. But I don't know.
And there's only one E-tank in Lower Norfair, so you can't count on finding that in full, for sure. Yeah, I mean, 25 power bombs, you should be able to do this, for sure.
Oh, that's not good. That's not terrible. That's not good.
That's definitely not good.
All right.
Some insurance, super missiles. Ace is going to get to 100 missiles. He's just going to do it. You see that eyebrow raise. Look at those eyebrow raises. He's like, I guess there was only missiles in the seed. I forgot it was 2 over here. Good grief. I mean, shoot, at this point, get to 115. No more supers.
Prof is really hoping for an E-tank.
I mean, like I said, in full with 1, you really can't count on that.
Yeah.
So I'm a little surprised he's even doing all of this, frankly. But 2 more supers, he's really not going to be hurting for ammo with the
2 reserves, though. This is a fairly comfy hell run, to be honest. With Phantoon as the boss. I think if Prof pulls this one off, he'll be really happy. He'll be kind of mad he missed Varia, but I think he'll be happy he pulled off a suitless Lower Norfair. That always feels really good in a race.
He's using these super, these checks, man, I really just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, obviously an E-tank would be so clutch, but it's just...
oh, for real.
It was so unlikely.
The best tasting vanilla ever.
Hey, vanilla gets a lot of flack for being the plain flavor. Vanilla's got some hits.
All I know is I used to like chocolate more than vanilla, but since chocolate gives me heartburn and vanilla does not, I've changed my tune.
I mean, people eat chocolate ice cream, and that's great. Every time you mix something in with ice cream, it's usually with vanilla ice cream. So maybe he's not the best solo act, but get him in a group of 2 or 3, putting out some classics. Rocky Road, Cookie Dough.
Now, I don't disagree with Prof skipping that save. but I don't
It's-
like it much either.
I mean, yeah, you know it's
I mean,
Phantoon,
it's
right? That's
Phantoon.
huge. But I mean, yeah, I mean, and you have screw attack, but,
You know how
but
many,
things
like-
can always go wrong.
Do you know how many RBO runs I've had where I'm like looking really good and I'm like, escaping lower Norfair. I beat the
Okay,
boss.
now
the
I
escape is no
really
problem.
don't know why he's checking stuff. You found the tank, bro. That's what you wanted.
I mean, maybe he's looking. Yeah, that's true. There's no more majors. Maybe he's.
You do not need another power bomb. You really don't.
So what I would do is I would just go right in, fight Phantoon, and worry about Crystal flashing afterwards.
Oh, this is speed strat.
You don't need a lot of energy to beat Phantoon, especially the gravity suit.
Alright. So probably gonna have a bit of dueling boss fights here. Nice spark there with no high jump.
Yeah,
Got
he
the
did that
goop.
last time. His short charges are looking really good today.
Ooh, can he get under? Oh no, he just deep boosted first. Ooh, can he get? Nah, she's probably got like 200 health left. Don't chain damage.
That was a bad idea. All right, no chain damage. We're okay. Yeah.
We're alive. We're gonna get the where are we? We're in East Meridia, so the spike suit actually would have helped.
Calculated.
Okay, so he went in there with 3 health. Honestly, 105.40. Oh, I mean, I said it right. All the supers were in Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
An attic. We found the ones in Lower Norfair. Once again, shoutouts to Double. I want to use that in Dragon's area. Left fast, you love that. Hopefully we can get a right mid here. I do not know if he hit enough for a 2-round. We'll see.
You're right, man.
Oh, commentator curse. We're not on delay. I can actually claim that. You're not supposed to get right still. It's just not the wave.
Oh, and
Oh, yeah.
Counting missiles.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that first one was good enough. I said it. So, I mean, I don't know if it was first round or second round or both. But yeah, a little bit of slowness here. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't know just how much time he has to give, right? But again, like, he knows how close both of the first 2 races have been, right? So that's not good. And he took a Ridley death. That's how it's supposed to go. So yeah, he was like 3 misses off, I think. Yeah,
So, but pretty big lead for Prof right now. So where does Ace? Ace has
to
quite a
go.
ways to go for
Yeah,
Lower Norfair. He's got to go back to Red Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is not close to Red Tower. There's no good transition out of Upper Norfair.
Yeah, Upper Norfair does not go to Red Tower in the seed. Like I said, he already should have done Lower Norfair before
Yeah, so
this,
he's
but then
going to go to Criteria.
did weird stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this is Prof's race to lose at this point.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he has good input control for his Crystal Flash. This is why I say, like, at a rando, I probably would have taken that save, because if you ever hold down on a Crystal Flash and then when you do the power bomb,
You diagonal or something.
Slides.
Yeah, that would be absolutely tragic. Yeah, he's taking it nice and safe here. Don't mess with the spike walls, the spike platform, the spike enemies. Everything spikes.
No, he's good though. He should be able to get out of here, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, like you see Prof do it, and those wall jumps, they look easy. You see me do it. Don't. Don't look away. Someone else is on the screen.
I mean, this part of the game was not built for, you know, not having high jump. It's
High jumps, face jumps, screw attack, plasma,
Yeah.
all those good
It's
things.
supposed to be fully loaded at this point.
It's supposed to be a human tank.
I mean, I'm still sad that these runners had to pick up suits and all. I mean, you could beat this game without suits.
Hey, Hardware to
takes a
Hell,
little
it was a fun time. That's not what we're doing today.
I might have to join that next time. I should.
The tournament has some interesting seed restrictions or lack thereof.
See, I'm fine with like hour and a half seeds. You know, 3-hour seeds. No thank you.
If you can do no varia, no high jump, lava dive, you have my respect. That's for sure. We're gonna get a high five here. Ace finally finds a super missile. They do exist. Shoutouts to, is it the red M&M that says it or the yellow M&M? It's about that time for that commercial to come back for the 30th year.
Yeah. forgot M&Ms were a thing.
So yeah, one person's head to Phantoon, one person's head to Mother Brain. Prof has escaped the hell run, no more heat damage. So his last obstacle is to not forget that he needs 6 tanks, but he has 2 reserves, so like you have to take a ton of damage for that to matter.
That is actually a really good point too. You know, because Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam does 6 tanks of damage for either Power Suit or Gravity Suit. Varia is the only reduction there for the Rainbow Beam.
Yep.
Well, the thing is he's got 2 reserve tanks, so if like he damages down on Mother Brain by mistake, thinking he has Varia, he still won't have enough to take the second one.
For the 3rd seed in a row, we've got speed, no high jump, so he's not going to do baby skips. Well, his energy's going to be full, except for the speed Zeb skip for the 3rd time. Well, he tried a lot the first seed. Where's high jump?
I don't know, but I do love the area feature, an area where the elevator to Tourian refills everything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the ship refill would be too powerful.
Yeah, there would be some seeds where like your best farm spot is like 3 places over. Especially there can be some seeds where you could have like I think it happened in the 2021 tournament. Kip ran like a 41 in full area because it was like wreck ship to East Meridia to Lower Norfair to Tourian. Like that was the area chain. Just like if you did Craig's Lair first, you just win because it's like the game's over, you're done. So in that kind of scenario, especially if wreck ships at the end or something, like where are you farming? You going all the way back to the Kagos? Yeah, it's a very nice quality of life feature. And, Metroid's on the left, Phantoon on the right. Should be a good manip to get it down. Oh yeah, pretty nice Doppler.
And if all goes well at the end of this Tourian, Prof is going to be very, very happy after the shambles of the last race.
Yeah, sighs of relief, they're great in the cams. We're going to feel the sigh of relief right here.
It always feels good to take a win, but winning a best of 3 is just a different kind of feeling.
Yeah, assuming this result holds, he's going to get to play his mentor.
I mean,
I think for the first time. Well, yeah, I mean, they were on the same team, and he didn't join our online tournament. So, yeah, I think that would be the first matchup.
But also to take a win off of somebody as experienced as AceZer0, Prof only having about a year of randomizer experience, just shows just how incredible he is as a runner and just how good he's gotten over the last year.
That's for sure.
Ace, I ended up, I raced Ace in the consolation bracket finals last year at SGLive, and it was not easy. I'd be so mad if I did 3 seeds and I had no chance at baby skip for any of them.
I mean, between six races, 1 for 1 on baby skips attempted.
That's true.
And that one was that one was sketchy. We were painting some kind of picture, but it turned out beautiful. Using that double jump to the best of its ability, but especially with screw attacking, like double jump without like anything, like it doesn't have any special animation, it's just a spin jump. So screw attack, it might lull you into thinking you low key have the space jump, but we're gonna get 1 jump, and yeah, he probably. I mean, he definitely doesn't need to because he could take the missile refill, but honestly, he's like, no, he's not close enough to have like no Zeb skip missiles, like not even close really. It would take like 40 something, and then you're way below 55. So yeah, he's pressing down just a little too early if he has it at least.
We know he can do it. He got it first try on the last race.
Yeah, you got blue. That and clearly you can do it.
But again, he has no idea where AceZer0 is right now, and this is a hard enough trick to pull off, without worrying about being on a timer.
There you go.
First try.
So and once again, no ice beam.
This room sucks with no ice beam. This is so stupid.
Shout outs to the Vile Points. So yeah, I mean, Ace's in-game routing, man, this could have been. This really could have been close again. Because I mean, again, Ice Metroids versus Power Bombs. Like, if he hits Norfair when he should have, I mean, he's probably already at the very least, probably more, honestly. Because I think he went to East Meridian. He picked up those extra missiles. He would have found all those supers on Norfair.
Routing is a thing.
It's hard. It really
has
is.
to be a little careful. Does need to finish this fight with 6 E-tanks.
No high jump is not what you're used to. Thankfully, I mean, speed versus not speed, if you don't have high jump, makes no difference because you're not moving, so you're not running and jumping. But yeah, that looks like it's all good.
Yeah. Speed, be careful, Prof. He's okay.
So one of the quirks about Dash, the way they do suits, so like he only has one suit, and regardless of which first suit you have, it's 50% damage reduction for enemies and environmental. But for Mother Brain, Gravity, they did end up changing to being the full 75%, just because it'll play tricks on your mind if you gotta really worry about it. With Very, obviously, it's like your normal library, so this is it's not as tricky as like the original Dash. You could run into stuff where you only got Gravity and you think you're gonna take however much damage, and then you end up taking twice as much, and it's like, well, there goes my energy.
I think every one of us died at Mother Brain by doing that at one point or another.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really easy to get multiple hits out of it. I mean, the Onion Rings give you like no iframes, so those are going to combo you. The catch-up can double hit very easily. That knee, she takes after Captain Falcon in Melee, just right to the face. I guess, I mean, he has that move in most games, but you can use it in one of them.
So this one is not going to be quite as close as the last two, but still really close race. We got both runners will be,
he's going to be fighting Mother Brain for sure.
Mother Brain's room at the same time. We're close enough to it. They'll be in the same room.
3 out of 3 down back Zeb skips for Ace. So I think in MST's mind, Ace is the winner of this series. But on the official record,
he did pick up quite a significant number of reserve times.
but Ace evens it out with 3 down back Zeb skips. Prof, he did none. He did speed and. He did speed in 2 of them, and he turned off speed in the other one.
All I know is I have made 0 down back Zeb skips. I've never gone for one either, but still.
Exactly. 0 for 0. It's a TBD, right?
It's my personal best.
So both of our runners looking pretty stoic right now. There's a squint in Prov's eyes. He's focused, laser focused, especially because
he's gonna be feeling really good when this down comes in.
Yep.
So this is just a little bit further behind than Ace was in the first race. Still very, very hype game 3, very hype match. Anybody that missed the first 2 games, do yourself a favor and watch those. Really just spectacular play. Oh yeah, Ace has
he is very good.
I was
a little worried too, I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously with the reserves, he was finding the way, but I was like, oh, yeah, you're fine. But
so
yeah,
that's pretty beast to win with Varialis lower Norfair. So
yeah.
Super GG's for Prof.
Yeah. And I honestly thought it wasn't this close. If Ace routes better, man, this would have been another just crazy finish. Yeah.
hopefully we get our runners over here for an interview.
Yep.
Once Ace finishes, or I think Ace is just
I
going
mean, he's taking the headphones off. I mean,
put it down.
we started this close to 9 o'clock. It is 1 p.m.
Oh my gosh! So that's like, you know.
We have been at this
like
one for a
4
little.
hours.
Yeah, with a little bit of breaks. I mean, every seat took over an hour. Set up, one in the bathroom, clearing your mind.
Who said coffee? Let's get coffee.
I'm hearing best of 5. They want him to go again.
Somebody else is going to have to do comms. It's not because I'm done talking. It's my ears hurt from these heckin' headphones.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so our runners are talking to each other. Maybe they want to come over here and share their thoughts with all of us, but a little bit of a debrief.
Yeah.
We're used to the 10-minute delay where you got some time before you have to talk to the people. These two are.
Yeah, and I don't think we have any more matches on the schedule yet.
You guys want to join us and talk?
Yeah. Let's come on, interview the fans. The fans want to hear your opinions.
So I mean, well, yeah. I guess we could find out what the results was of Crescent's Audra. I'm assuming that's been put into the challenge.
Okay.
2-0. Yeah. So 3 seed Audra beats 11 seed Crescents. That was not happening on stream. So that'll set up a semifinal of Audra versus Bressingham, and then our winner over there, ProfessorSchool, will be
GG's.
facing Zeb, who won yesterday. And yeah, to the both of you, good games. Holy
mentor
cow.
versus student.
That was a wild series. I'm sure. I mean, we talked about it both. So the first game, you took a Ridley death, and that probably cost you the time that you won by. And then in the second seed, you had a lot of weird issues in Upper Norfair, and obviously that one was like 15 seconds. So it was like game 3 definitely should have happened, but probably switching it. And then this was a weird one, and yeah. So I'll start with Prof, especially you skipped Varia in that one as well, with the way your route worked out.
Do you know where Varia was?
I know Very had to be somewhere in Upper Norfair. I don't know exactly where.
Reserve.
Okay, so I don't know. So first things first, thank you so much, Ace. That was an incredible and very tiring 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was excellent. And it's actually really cool because last year at this tournament, I played my first rando race ever. I had never done any rando before. I was completely a vanilla runner. And someone dropped out of the consolation bracket. They needed to fill in. Kip's like, come on, let's go. Zeb and Pops and Kev and a couple other people, mainly Zeb, took me through 2 or 3 seeds. And then I raced Ace in the consolation, and I got crushed. And I had no idea what I was doing. It was the same mode, too. I think it was Countdown.
It was pretty close.
Yeah. And I think it may have been vanilla map. I don't quite remember.
No, it was area.
It was area.
It was really bad. It was really bad. I didn't know what I was doing. So first, it was kind of cool on 2 parts. One, to race you again when I actually feel like a competent rando runner. And I know a lot of people have said you've gotten a lot better in the last year, too, with your focus on SM. This was the 4-5 match that I was really excited about, and it came down to the wire, and I'm really happy about that. And also the second, just sort of selfishly, it feels really good to have a year of bookends and then get the progress that I made and be able to sit in this seat and actually compete now in the quarterfinals and then in the semifinals. So it feels really good, and I just wanted to thank you for the race because it was excellent. We can talk a little bit more about the details in a minute. I know you want to get to that, but I just wanted to say thank you first off.
Yeah, no, you're good. You go ahead, Ace.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was great racing against you too, and I definitely feel the same thing, that I've improved as well over the last couple years. Like last year, I got knocked out the first round and did well in the consolation bracket, but this year, like against MM2 in the first round, it was like win that match.
Congrats for the 5 seed.
Yeah, that's my prize for the 5 seed, I guess. But good match there, and then good 3 matches against you, and I definitely feel like I played well in spite of some issues here and there, and some routing decisions, especially in the third one. I feel like I took all the portals the wrong way the whole time, even though I found the items in good places. It just wasn't enough.
Routing would have mattered a little bit. It would have been close. I still think Prof would have taken this one, but it would have been
really close.
Would have been about as close as race 2.
Yeah, because you popped into Red Tower when you were going to East Meridian. I didn't even realize it before it happened. I was like, wait, you should pop into Lower Norfolk right now, because I was just thinking Like Tourian and LN are there, so you just do it at the end. But I was like, wait, it's actually way better there. And then you like went to criteria and came back, and it was the map in all of those was kind of funky.
Yeah,
like,
and I should correct a statement from before. I didn't know that Varia had to be in Upper Norfair. Sorry, I knew that because Ace told me.
Oh, yeah.
But
we
there were
talked after
outstanding
this.
majors in other places, right? Like you could have cleared Wrecked Ship. I think there was one left in.
No, you
Ship was
saw
Space
Space Jump.
Oh, well,
so
we
you
saw
knew.
Space
That
Jump
was
up
in
top, but there was
Maze
also
Missile.
one left somewhere. in
Ocean
Meridian,
Ocean
right?
Missile was a major. It was plasma.
That's right. That's right. So I don't know. I just felt like it could have been anywhere, and I don't know if it was the right decision. I'm still trying to figure out like the instincts of what's correct to do in what positions. I have a very rough sense, but I did spend a lot of time on Suitless for Dash Recall as part of the Rando League, and I had a pretty comfortable sense of like what is doable. And once Ridley wasn't there, it just felt like this is a reasonable play, and I shouldn't go hunting. And that's the gamble that I took in that particular seed, and I executed well enough, and it paid off. I had problems in a lot of other places, but it ended up working out. I face planted into like 4 missile packs in the second race that I didn't need to, and if I had, that may have been the difference in race 2, right? But it went 3, and we made the best of it, and it was exciting. So
Yeah, that's,
Can't wait to watch it back.
That's interesting that you like pivoted that early towards thinking about suitless, because I, not having charge and like hardly any supers.
Oh my goodness, there were so many.
It was
You finished on 105.
Yeah, 105 missiles and like 45 supers is what I had.
Dang.
I mean, there was a good deal of supers in Lower Norfair,
Yeah.
but by the time you got
Sure.
down there, you already had all those missiles.
I was just thinking my mindset of like, obviously I want Varia, that's easier and faster than doing suitless, and I need charge or a ton of ammo, so I'm still going to hunt out the majors until one of those 2 pops, and if I had charge first, I would have went real hard into suitless.
So I don't go out of my way to
LN2.
create the suitless scenario, but I start thinking, well, there's screw attack again, right? And I've got speed, so that's going to save some power bombs in LN. And I'm getting a lot of supers, 3 seeds in a row, right? And I've got enough power bomb packs, right? I know that there's another one sitting here. I know there's an E-tank in Bubble Mountain that I can pick up, and it routes perfectly on the way, and that's going to give me 8, and that's a little bit more comfortable. And I got 2 reserves.
That Firefly tank was pretty cool.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
that helped. I mean,
I was not. I was
did
like, I don't know
have
how you're
grapple.
looking for the one
No,
E-take
I
down
did have
here.
grapple, so I had the ability to farm a little
Yeah.
bit more if I
Right.
needed to, and I had some backups
I
for.
didn't have grapple.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll talk
remember
about
what it
that.
was. 3 seeds is so hard. Seed bleed. But like I was prepared without that E-tank. It was nice that I ran into it, make my life easier. But if you saw, I had enough power bombs for another Crystal Flash on the way out of LN, so I was okay. But then, Plasma showed up, and I'm thinking, like, I got screw. I got Plasma. High jump would be nice, but if you're going in the back hat, it's a little bit less important.
For the
right?
last 4 hours, high jump
Well,
would be nice.
I had no high jump like
I didn't get
all.
high jump. Did you get high jump in any of the seeds?
Just the
Second one,
second
right?
one.
Second
Was that
not
plasma?
The first or third.
Oh, yes, you told me that.
And that
Yeah,
made the
that's right.
difference in the race. was high jump.
In the
It
escape,
was out of the way,
probably, right?
but it did
Yeah.
help the baby skip a lot
So
too.
yeah,
That
so
was a good
I mean,
time
I
save.
do start thinking about that sort of stuff from jump, and start thinking, what are the permutations? What sort of situations is this? Like Dragon escape material suitless? Is this LN suitless? Then I found Ridley. I fought. Did you fight Ridley immediately in the 3rd seed? I beat Ridley on
No.
5+1. with
I didn't have
30
ammo.
supers.
I didn't have enough ammo
so-
to do it when I first found it.
Theme of all of the races. So, like, you never took like anywhere close to the same path, and like actually, it happened
Totally
every single
different.
race. Actually, the like Crade's area like destroyed you
It
with
was
like the
so bad.
inefficiency or whatever.
Race 3 especially
So,
was awful.
Tube was Croc, right, in this final seed.
Yeah, and I saw it, and
So
I did it immediately.
you
'cause it
saw
was
Green
Croc
Bryn
3.
and went back and checked it. He didn't.
So you never found Croc 3
No, so
then, or?
after,
Did
so like,
later.
so
Way
after
later.
he does the Green Bryn stuff, he goes back and eventually finds it.
Yeah.
So like, you had that. So you had like, I mean, there was a missile and E.
did
So
that
like,
sick
the extra
boost.
E tank was good. You had,
oh, yeah.
you had the E tank from there. You also had the E tank and super from like Alpha power bombs that he didn't have. So like that let you do. Yeah, it was like 5+2 Ridley, and you
Right.
did that right away. And then you went to Red
Yeah,
Ship
and I
and
should
did
have beat
through
Ridley
there.
the first
He
time.
just
but
went
the jerk
back all the
didn't
way.
Pick me up. He flew away as I had him beat, and then he tail swiped me twice, and I died. I had to reset.
Yeah,
Really frustrating.
and I was like, the fight was perfect, and I was like, the grab has to go well, and then
He
and
jumped
then
at the
flies
wrong
away.
moment, and I didn't handle it probably
Yeah.
properly. It's it's some things that I need to work on very clearly, but I
The
can't
screw
tell
attack
him-
manips were amazing though.
What's
Yeah,
that?
those
The screw
good
attack
screw
manips,
manips.
those were good.
Especially
Yeah,
the
well,
second
shout outs
fight.
to Aussie for that, because I spent a lot of time working on that for both Dash Recall and RBO. So
I said Aussie. I name dropped him, and he said it was Zenny. He
It's a little of both. Aussie like implemented it like a lot more. Zenny
Yeah,
like
yeah.
did a lot of the research.
if I started to credit all the people that got me to where I am as
Oh,
a speedrunner now,
we would be here
too
for another
long.
4
There's no
hours.
point. There's no point. So I don't know. I'm happy to talk about the seed more. I know we're probably tired. We want to get food. Whatever
yeah.
y'all want to do, we've got a little bit of time
Yeah,
here.
no,
So.
like we said,
We'll just take everybody with us. We're going to the diner. If you guys
right,
want to
yeah.
come down,
We're just
hear
gonna
more about
snag
today's
this camera
races.
and keep extension cording it all the way, and we'll keep you. But no, yeah. I mean, like you said, lots of seeds. We could talk for an hour about everything that happened. But yeah, I mean, like I said, amazing matches. You're gonna be bumming it up with us in the consolation bracket. It should be some fun. Maybe you can get back to the end of that, and yeah, like you said, you get to play Zeb. I thought you entered the main thing and not just the consolation. So definitely the first time you faced Zeb in a race, because you two were teammates.
We were teammates. We are teammates.
Yeah.
I don't know that team has been dissolved. If it's going to be dissolved, it's going to be because of bad marital stuff between Zeb and Nevdi. They're like a bickering couple all the time, poking fun at each other.
Long distance is hard, man. You know how it is.
That's great. That's very good. That's very, very good. I'm excited about the race. He's back there. I've been looking forward to this. I'll be honest. It's not that I was looking past any of my opponents, but I saw how the bracket lined up, and I knew I had the opportunity to face Zeb in the semis. It's exciting. It's kind of a no-stress situation for me because I'm definitely the underdog, but it's also, I feel like, it's something nice to pin my hat on that I was able to accomplish this in 1 year. It's going to be a huge honor to race him. I'm sure I'll say it again in the post game when he 2-0s me.
You got 2 more matches regardless, right?
And that's the cool thing is I earned the opportunity to play for third place, which is pretty sick.
Whoever you face over there, that'll be a fun one too.
There's 4 really good runners left. Bressingham in particular, I was really excited for because he's also one of these folks that has improved a ton and showed up. And raced really well and earned his way into the semis. And there's Audra's an incredible talent. So we got 4 really good folks. I think I'm probably at the bottom of the heap, but these are the best kinds of situations to be in. This is forged by fire, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity. And finally, I'm grateful to the both of you for what I'm sure is excellent comms. I can't wait to listen back.
We were having some fun, that's for sure. Especially
Web did good. I was just muttering.
I need to personally thank you for picking up 11 reserve tanks because someone sitting right here, he was having a blast. At one point, I needed
MST
one of you,
was
someone on screen needs to pick up a reserve tank and find him and just look at him. You don't have that chance, and you can't type in chat online.
The noise
here.
canceling headphones work, but there were 3 moments in the race where I noticed something was going on. One was when I pick up, I think it was my 4th reserve in the second seed, and everyone was like, "Oh!" But I had a feeling it was a reaction to me picking up the 4th reserve.
Yeah.
The other one was when I found Varia. There was an audible sound from the audience in the second race, and I also noticed there was 4 different people in the last minute of the second race who were getting up. They were getting up and taking screenshots. So I'm thinking gosh, it must be close if people are taking photos, right? And then oh man, I missed the spark in the second race. I didn't charge my spark in the escape. No, in
the third room.
In third room.
Okay.
And I had to go back. And then I also had to do it again in the climb. That could have been actual literal photo finish. I can't wait to watch it back. It must have been really exciting.
That was the most exciting race I've seen so far this tournament. Was that second race? That was incredible.
And this one was exciting for good reasons. Last night, those of us who watched a certain qualifier who this man won, that was exciting for a lot of other reasons. Okay, yeah, we're getting the finger wag from our admin, and yeah, they maybe want to show something other than Super Metroid on this channel. I disagree fundamentally, but
yeah, I think we went a little long, Ace.
A little bit.
Yeah, thanks to you both. Thanks to my co-com, Kev Nastix did a great job. Jestro, he's probably eating. Lucky him, he didn't have to talk anymore. But
he's still chilling there.
Good luck to you and the rest of it, and sign us off, Kev.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna bring some fries next time. That's my goal.
Munch in everybody's ears.
So, no. Love you all. We'll see you next mission.
Let's do it.
Thanks.